Mission Center player of the game, none other than Max Kallenberg. I think you know why. 2 homers today. He was 3 for 4, 4 RBIs. The 2 dingers had a solo shot to right and a 2-run blast to left. Max Kallenberg was also really good at third base with some nice picks at third. What a game he had, Dan.
That's a nice day at the plate, huh? He was seeing the ball well and just was delivering such hard contact, barreling up everything he saw, it seemed. And like you mentioned, the fielding at third, too, was sensational. So a very complete day for Kallenberg. And this lineup just so deep for Southwest Minnesota State.
Keenan Winslow had a perfect day, 3 for 3. Isaac Nett had a home run and 2 RBIs. He was 2 for 3, and Chase McDaniel was 3 out of 4 with a double and 2 singles and a ribby. Southwest Minnesota State gets the win. For Dan Dougherty, I'm Chris Brindle saying so long from Corbett Field here in Minot. This has been exclusive coverage of college baseball here on Beck Sports.
Hello and welcome to the first edition of Inside the IFL Live. I'm Dan Dougherty alongside IFL Hall of Famer Robert Fuller. We have a great slate of games tonight. It's the midway point of the IFL season. 6 games on the docket, 2 of them underway. Let's take a look at the live scoreboard as we have a game at the end of the second quarter. Quad City trailing Massachusetts 35-28. Green Bay and Iowa are tied at the end of the first quarter, 14-14. So let's take a look at how the Massachusetts game got to that score with some replays.
Build on trust. Got to trust the defense here. First possession for Quad City, second and goal with the 5. Wide side's the right. 2 line up on that side. Simpson will be in motion on the near side, and he faked the handoff to Simpson, throw to the end zone, open, touchdown. That is Duran McGall for his 3rd touchdown reception of the season, and it's 6-0 in 3 plays. An extended drive for the Pirates. This one started back at the 5-yard line. Here they're looking at 2nd down and goal at the 5. Owens in motion along with Carrington. Russo underneath to Owens. Touchdown! Thomas Owens with his 8th touchdown reception of the season, and the Pirates are a point away from tying up the ball game. Rudd is their top receiver. Wide side is going to be the far side, and that's where Wyndham will line up. McGall comes in motion. They fake to him, quarterback keep to the 1, touchdown. E.J. Hilliard Jr., his 15th rushing touchdown, and they go
moving, picked up almost 8-9 yards there on that game.
3rd and 1 at the 11 after that sparkling run by Robinson. And now 2 in motion to the far side underneath. Robinson caught at the 5-3, touchdown! Robinson in the end zone. The touchdown reception is his 1st of the season.
I think you got to go for you got to try to get a little bit closer. It's still 3rd and 6, 3rd and long. You got to pass the ball, be aggressive. We've had a great passing game all night. Quad City hasn't even been getting close to Russo.
Russo goes to the end zone. Caught for Carrington. Touchdown! This time he gets the catch. Bettendorf, Iowa, Rock Island, Illinois, and Moline, Illinois are your Quad Cities. 1st and goal at the 2. And a handoff is faked. It is Hilliard for the touchdown. His 2nd 2-yard touchdown run tonight. Coordinator Anthony Payton, who you see at the top of your screen, said probably the team with the ball last is going to win tonight. Here it is, 2nd and 8. Pump fake, Russo, he's loading up. He has a man open, and Zico caught for the touchdown. Isaac Zico wide open. That is a huge ball is deep, but let's see if the Pirates maybe go for the onside kick. Gable going to kick it deep. McGall, 5 yards deep in the end zone. Brings it out to the 5, 15, big hole, 25, still going. Down the sideline, nobody's going to catch him for a touchdown. Kick tonight, he said he's not on season-ending IR. He does not need surgery. He will be back at some point. This ball will bounce. It's got to come out of the end zone. Robinson picks it up, gets it out to the 5,
There he
to
goes.
the 10. He breaks it. He's going to go. He's at the 15. That's a touchdown. Tit for tat. Jimmy Robinson.
So that game is as much of a shootout as it gets. In fact, Quad City just scored to tie the game up before halftime with time expired. So it's 35-35 at halftime between the Steamwheelers and the Pirates. And as for the other game, it's Green Bay and Iowa. That's all tied as well. Let's see how they got to their score of 14-14.
Down and 7. And inside the 10-yard line for the Iowa offense. Snap to Reeder, looking end zone. He's got Keyshawn Taylor, sidesteps. Keyshawn Taylor. An oh so common phrase I've said. Touchdown Keyshawn Taylor. But this time, as Myler, and now they'll slow it down and try to get some better signals. Myler in the shotgun, an empty look. Smith split out as a receiver. 3 receivers all to the far side. Snap to Myler, fakes the handoff, looking end zone. Shaq Currington, touchdown Blizzard. Quick first down for the Blizzard. And quickly get out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
Yeah, Marquise Irvin, what a season he's been having. Struggled that first game against Frisco, but ever since then he's been on fire.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line of Green Bay. Snap to Myler. Pump fakes. He's looking deep. Marquise Irvin again. Leaping grab. Touchdown. Green Bay Blizzard. But another shorter field, as opposed to obviously the last 2. A shorter field here for the Barnstormer offense. They'll start from their own 20-yard line. Reeder looking deep once again. Keyshawn Taylor once again holds it in. Touchdown Barnstormers. And just like that, they're an extra.
There's the current score of Iowa and Green Bay. It's 14-14. Green Bay is at the doorstep right now, so let's take a look at what's going on in that game. And as for the Quad City and Massachusetts game, Quad City's last-second touchdown at the half was overturned, so it is 35-28 Massachusetts. And Robert, we're at the halfway point of the season, and it's been a heck of an IFL season so far. A lot of parity, a lot of teams right there, neck and neck with each other, behind the undefeated Frisco Fighters.
Yeah, absolutely, and what a great weekend to kick this off. There's so many pivotal games in the standings this weekend. You know, a lot of teams are again, like you said, just battling in those standings, and every game this season is going to be really important. And, you know, you're going to have home field advantage in the playoffs, home games decided on things that happened this weekend.
And it looks like Green Bay was just able to score there to make it 20-14 over the Iowa Barnstormers. Iowa coming off their first win of the season. They were 0-6 and then had a big 73-43 win over Massachusetts to get off that winless hump. They're trying to keep that momentum going against Green Bay, but they're your former team. They're celebrating their 20th anniversary tonight. Yeah. So what are your memories of coaching in Green Bay?
You know, being right there in Green Bay, it's amazing how small of a town it feels and how friendly everybody is, but you have one of the most historic franchises there, but you also have one of the most historic indoor franchises as well. So the fans are phenomenal. That's probably my number one memory there, just being in Green Bay with tremendous fans, you know, having the Packers there, but then also having a lot of success there. It was a lot of fun to be in Green Bay, and, you know, it was a great place to call home.
So we mentioned the parity of the IFL this season. Let's take a look at what the standings look like at the midway point of the season. There you see on your screen, Frisco leads the way at 7-0. Quad City right behind them at 6-2. Then you just have a logjam of teams, 4-3, 3-4, 3-3. So there's just a whole lot of parity this season. Anyone can beat anyone at any given night. And there's one game in particular that you're looking at tonight between Frisco and Bay Area that you'd think the Frisco Fighters are on upset watch.
Yeah, that's a big game. And, you know, with a coach back, coach team, it's hard to say upset watch because they do such a great job preparing that team. every weekend, but Bay Area is a very strong team. They have a great running game. But again, that one, there's some great matchups that I'm really excited to see. Arizona, Northern Arizona, big matchup with a lot riding on it. But again, Coach Roberson with Green Bay here. Iowa's really trying to get things, they got their quarterback back. So now they're really trying to build that momentum and kind of fight their way back into, get themselves into the middle of the pack and take it one game at a time.
So Green Bay is back in action. Iowa receives the kickoff.
Blizzard,
We'll go back live to Green Bay.
And on all of Gonzalez's returns, he has been stopped inside the 10-yard line. Blizzard kick coverage unit. I'll say it. If I said it before, which I did, I'll say it again. Vastly improved from the start of the season.
Yep. Calling Ravarius Rivers' name once again. That's 3 big plays from him so far this game.
1st and 10 from the Barnstormers' own 10-yard line is where they will mark it. Zach Reeder in for his 4th drive here in this ball game. Only down by 6. Lines up in the shotgun with Wimbush to his left. Low snap. Reeder looking for a deep shot again. He's got Keyshawn Taylor again. Did he haul it in? Unbelievable. Are you kidding me, Keyshawn Taylor? Number 3. And this game is immediately tied back up.
Well, you mentioned that 5-touchdown game from a few years back. We're on our way.
That is a clean catch. That is a touchdown. Now Gabe Rui with the point after to try and take the lead. Low snap, another bobbled snap. Reeder dumps it off, and the ball falls incomplete. Flags are down. And that might be for roughing the passer. But we'll check in on this flag. That would be a real unfortunate error. We'll check in on it.
There is no foul on the play. The try is no good.
Well, there we go. A bobbled snap by Zach Reeder, and we're tied up. A lot of errors.
Massachusetts and Quad City are at the half. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be back with Inside the IFL Live.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Welcome back to Inside the IFL Live. Dan Dougherty here alongside IFL Hall of Famer Robert Fuller. And we have one game live currently. It's 2020 between Green Bay and Iowa. So let's take a look at what's going on there in Green Bay between the Blizzard and the Barnstormers.
On the air by rule will be placed at the 25-yard line.
Iowa was so nonchalantly acting like it was good. They still think it was good. But the ball will be spotted at midfield. No challenge. And the game still at 20 apiece. Myler in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 to the far. Terrence Smith is the running back to his left. Sends the receivers in forward motion and takes a snap. Drops back. Rolling out. And he's just going to fling this one into the stands. A flag has been thrown. We'll check in on it. No, it's going to be holding against Green Bay, so knock him back 10 more yards.
Holding. 55 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So 1st and 20 from the 15. Going backwards to start this drive for Green Bay. In a tie football game against the Iowa Barnstormers team, while 1-6 has shown in this game that they're going to score on you in a hurry, you got to be able to go stride for stride with them. You got to move the ball forward.
Yeah, Zach Reeder, night and day, just the amount of confidence he's playing with now compared to that March 31st game when he made his debut.
Receivers in forward motion, and a snap to Myler out of the empty look. He's got Marquise Irvin. No, this time it is Mike Green. The 6 and 8 look very interchangeable, but he gets back past the initial line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd down and 9.
It's only Mike Green's 4th catch of the year, but a lot of talk that he has potential, so it's good to see him getting in the mix a little bit.
2nd down and 9 again from the 24-yard line inside Iowa territory. Again, just got to keep the ball moving forward. Snap to Myler and a handoff to Terrence Smith. Cuts it back. Now he finds space, but only picks up 2 in the process. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up for the Blizzard offense. Cole, what do you think they do here on 3rd down? Give you your Nostradamus opportunity.
I'm feeding Terrence Smith again. 2 yards to go, or 7 yards to go. I mean, I don't know. I like that screen pass they ran to him a few weeks ago. He was able to gain some yardage out of that.
Again, all skill positions lined up to the right of Max Myler. Faking the handoff. Myler going for Marquise Irvin. He's got the catch and the 1st down. On the smaller defensive back, Freddie McGee. Only 5'8", and lining up against 6'3" Mark Irvin. And take advantage of it. 1st and 10 Green Bay.
Corner at 9. So that's something with our bigger receivers that we should be able to exploit.
1st and 10 from the 12. They approach the green R red zone. They got to get this one going. Snaps to Myler and a fake handoff. Myler is just going to have to throw in the seats, and a nice catch by a fan in the 2nd row. They're going to discuss here, will they
There is no intentional grounding on the previous play as the quarterback was out of the alley and the ball made it back to the previous line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
As you can see on your screen, still halftime between Massachusetts and Quad City. And it is 35-35, so originally they scored the touchdown, then they took it back, then they put it back on the board. So it is a tie game over there in Massachusetts between the Steamwheelers and the Pirates. That is a rematch of a playoff matchup last year that ended with a 39-38 score. So they are following suit from the close matchup last year. Let's head back to Green Bay.
But it will be 3rd down coming up.
We were talking about former Blizzard players on Iowa. We mentioned Tyrell Pearson. We mentioned Keyshawn Taylor. Also, number 55, Kyrie Campbell, with the Blizzard last year. On the offensive side, Eric Janu Jr., former Blizzard player. So they have a decent amount of them over there. Makes this game a little more interesting.
Dave Mogensen obviously had some experience as well here with the Blizzard as the offensive coordinator for a number of years. Snap to Myler, fakes the handoff, rolling out to the left, dumps this for Mike Green. Mike Green into the end zone, touchdown Green Bay Blizzard. Mike Green, what a play. Shades of Golden Tate, Minnesota. We'll take another look at that one. Myler dumps it off, puts it into the end zone. And what a play for Mike Green's first touchdown in the IFL. Probably should have had one earlier on the kick return, but that one's pretty cool too. 26-20 as Logan Justice is set to kick the extra point. Green's still the holder. Snap down, laces out. The kick is good. 27-20. And we'll step aside.
Media timeout.
So Green Bay pulls ahead 27-20, and Robert, that was just what the doctor ordered for the Blizzard. They took a lot of time off the clock on that drive.
Yeah, absolutely. With Iowa scoring so quickly, Coach Roberson is saying, hey, let's slow this thing down a little bit, run the football. Iowa's doing a lot of slanting, so I think one thing they're probably going to do is just try to keep that quarterback in the pocket for Green Bay. He's doing a phenomenal job extending plays with his feet, so look for that change to happen on the Iowa defense.
And a pretty nifty shovel pass as well to finish it off for Green Bay on that drive. We do have a replay of that final Quad City touchdown to tie things up in Massachusetts. The touchdown that was, then wasn't, then was. So let's take a look at what happened there.
They don't have enough time to clock it. They got to go for it. They got to snap it and go for the touchdown.
That was Jones who made the catch as soon as it's blown for the... There's the play. There's the snap. It's a legal play. Hilliard runs to the end zone, and he reaches out. He is in for a touchdown.
Why was nobody playing?
No, they marked him at the 1. There's no touchdown call. I can't believe it. I thought he broke the play by holding the ball out.
I don't even think can they challenge it with no timeouts?
It's a scoring play, so they have to review it.
No, they didn't score because they marked it down to 1.
You're right. Wow,
the previous play is under review. It's an official's review. It is not a team challenge to determine whether the ball was over the goal line before he was down. The previous play is under.
So again, the controversy there was, did he break the plane? And it looked like he did at that time, and the official review did deem that is what happened. So it is tied between Quad City and Massachusetts. Still waiting for them to get underway in the third quarter there. There you see the kickoff between Iowa and Green Bay. Let's go back to Green Bay. It's 27-20 Blizzard.
And Laquivionte Gonzalez, long been a dangerous returner in the IFL, has had nothing against this kick coverage team for Green Bay so far. It seems like he's having to get through level after level of contact just to get back to the 10-yard line. At least a few weeks ago when it seemed like Bryson Denley broke one loose against Sioux Falls, you kind of saw it starting to develop a little bit. So far, this kick coverage unit, as I knock on whatever surface this is in front of me. It's probably not wood. Actually, it might be wood, but we'll check back in on that. 1st and 10, Reeder rolling out, throws across his body, pass is caught, and a hit by Ala Sessions. Pass was caught that time by Dom McNeil. You know what? I'm going to confirm this is actually wood that I'm knocking on. So knock on wood that this kick coverage team keeps it up and keeps proving me right.
And Don McNeil, as you mentioned, the recipient of that pass. He was with Iowa last year. He had 460 yards, 9 touchdowns. Then was picked up by Tulsa, then released, and now brought back to add to that receiving room.
2nd down and 5 for the Iowa Barnstormers. Reeder lining up under center. Fakes the handoff now to Antonio Wimbush. Wimbush trying to get to the 1st down marker. He's going to be short. Pass, no, they'll mark him right at the 15-yard line, so called a 3rd down and 3. Coming up for Iowa. They've been in these 3rd down situations a lot. You have to wonder, do they take a shot here? They try again, going to Keyshawn Taylor. It's been going well for them time and time again. You know what? He's not on the field. That's why. No, there he is. He's lined up now back on the near side.
So we've got the Green Bay game on screen, but Robert, I wanted to ask you about that Quad City touchdown. It was 1 second left, and the time was still going. They were inside the 5-yard line. So as a coach, what are you calling in that situation?
Boy, it's that something that is going to work. But, if you're Quad City, you're looking for something quick, but you know that you have a potentially MVP candidate for this year in at quarterback. So, he's going to survey the field. He's going to put you in the best position possible. And when things break down, he does such a great job. Just, you could see it right here. Again, it seems like the Pirates defensive line just fell asleep at the wheel. Quad City offensive line was playing to the whistle. And EJ just sees end zone and takes it upon himself to just make that play. I think his original looks were cloudy, and he just took it and went.
Again, last season when they played in the playoffs, it was 38-39, 35-35 at the end of the first half. So a high-scoring affair between Quad City and Massachusetts. Let's go back to Green Bay to see what's going on between the Barnstormers and the Blizzard.
Recently played in Duke City. We'll step aside. 2:15 to go in the second quarter. Blizzard lead 27-20. They'll get the football back with a short field, but we'll be right back.
Looks like Green Bay has an injured player, so we'll toss things over to a break. We'll be back with Inside the IFL Live.
This is Cass Clay Country. From early mornings on our farms to evening dinners in your homes, our dairy farmers are your neighbors, your friends, your family. Our goal is to make your mornings a little brighter, your days more fulfilled, and to remind you, when it comes to quality, there is no expiration date. When choosing Cass Clay products, you're supporting your community. Cass Clay, homegrown, pure goodness.
Power for generations. It wasn't too long ago when our farms and ranches were overlooked by electric companies. Back then, neighbors worked together to form Chem Electric, bringing reliable, affordable, and safe electricity to homes, ranches, and farms. Chem Electric does more than keep the lights on. We work to ensure your safety when working, farming, or ranching around power lines and grain bins. While times and technology will continue to change, our commitment to you will not. Chem Electric, your local Touchdown Energy cooperative.
Digging it, the 811 game. Will you play by the rules? Choose your location. City home. Choose your project. Fence. Let's get started. Sure you're ready? Continue. Hold on. There's a whole network of utilities starting just inches underground. Call before you dig, or it could be game over. Stay on top of your game. Call 811 or visit nd1call.com.
North Dakota Farmers Union.
Hey, Farm and City kids, get ready for Farmers Union Camp. Enjoy theme nights, sports, games, dances, and more. Make lifelong friendships and develop leadership skills, too. Camps are held in June, July, and August near Elgin and Jamestown for kids in grades 3 through 12. Go to ndfu.org to register for the early bird discount. Sign up by May 15th.
North Dakota Farmers Union.
Touchdown, Blizzard. Max Miler with another rushing touchdown and a 2-possession lead for the Green Bay Blizzard as we hit the 1-minute warning. Logan Justice set to kick the extra points. Trying to make it a 14-point game. 79 and 55 are eligible. High snap. Green corrals it. Is good.
So Robert, Green Bay gets a big lead there, 34-20. How about that athleticism from the quarterback?
I tell you what, he did a really nice job. They were trying to run that speed option to the left, and the Barnstormers ate that up. But he just pulled it up and went, and there was no backside contained, so it was pretty easy for him to get it in there. And that's a big swing right there to hold Iowa to no points, and then now you jump ahead another 7. So big turn of events right there for Green Bay.
And as you can see on your screen, we're back in action in Massachusetts, 35-35 in the third quarter.
Definitely not keeping up by Robinson. Good job by him, at least making sure Robinson doesn't catch that ball. Robinson has phenomenal hands. I love the way Russo's been playing tonight. He's been making great decisions with the football.
Pirates have it 1st and 10, 20-yard line. Trying to get the lead back. 2-step drop for Russo, loads up, he's going deep. Now that's a little impediment there, but no flag came out. Zico was the intended receiver, but if you really break it down right near the goal line, the defender put two hands on him at about the 2. I'm getting picky. All right, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Follow the Pirates everywhere you go. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Why not? Robinson.
Blizzard received the second half kickoff, so that comes into play here with teams trying to score. As it's going to be a long drive into the hands of Wimbush, but he quickly picks it up. Wimbush once again decked inside the 10-yard line. There is yet to be a return past the 10-yard line for Iowa.
So you see a 2-box going on right now, 35-35 between Quad City and Massachusetts, and Iowa just received the kick from Green Bay. They've had trouble all night getting good kick return yardage, rather, and that's been a really good positive outcome for Green Bay every time they kick off the ball.
Yeah, I tell you what, the announcer was talking about how Iowa's not been able to get past the 10. That's outstanding kickoff coverage by Green Bay, and I know right now that Rush Arena is jumping. They are loud.
Looks like we got a score in Massachusetts.
Over Darion Jackson for 6.
Great job by Russo finding it, threading that needle. Owens gets that yards after catch and puts the ball in the end zone. Great job by these guys coming out, scoring, getting their momentum back, making this a 7-point ball game if Gable can hit this field goal.
So 12 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. Perfect so far tonight on extra points is Josh Gable. He's got one coming up here. Placement, kick, good. Pirates lead by the score of 42-35.
We're going to throw things over to Green Bay for the rest of the half.
Things get dicey here for Iowa. But still here, 3rd down and 2. Reeder dumps this off for Wimbush. He's got space. And getting into Green Bay territory, completely nixing what I just said. Now Iowa in striking range. And an opportunity to make this just a 1-score game going into halftime.
Antonio Wimbush shown to be dynamic in both the rushing and the receiving game.
It was interesting there. It looked like Sessions got screened a little bit by the umpire, but nothing there. Snap to Reeder, fakes the pitch out. He is going to get hit. Ball falls incomplete, no flags. They're going to discuss here. I think the ball got past the line of scrimmage. There might have been someone in the area. No, they're going to drop the flag.
I was going to say, I don't know if he's out of the pocket there or not.
Intentional grounding on the offense, number 9. Spot foul. Lost it down. 2nd down.
So call that a long sack. Zach Reeder isn't happy. Dave Mogensen isn't happy. The Iowa Barnstormers are not happy with that one. But march them back to now their own 22-yard line as opposed to being at the Green Bay 15 in the striking range.
Wave. Solid. Rudd, 4 catches for 49. Hilliard under center. 3-step drop. Now goes forward, rolls across the 20 till about the 18-yard line. What do you want to do first if you'll say you're a linebacker? Because you played this position against guys like this.
In this game versus this type of quarterback, a guy who just came off 3 touchdowns in the first half, if I'm the linebacker for the Pirates, I'm all eyes on Hilliard. I'm watching the line. As soon as I read pass, I'm watching Hilliard. I'm spying him. As soon as that ball comes down, any sense that he's running, I'm closing the gap.
2nd and 7 at the 19. 3 wides to the near side. In the shotgun, Hilliard throws it in the stands. He missed Simpson by about 2 yards.
You got to know.
Snap to Reeder, drops back. He's looking for Taylor. He's got the catch and is hit hard by Trey Claiborne. Right to the original line of scrimmage. Down, and 11 is what they're officially going to rule it. Clock stops as Taylor got in. They're trying to argue there should have been hands to the face. One of the Blizzard defensive linemen lost their helmet. I believe it was Dyshawn Ray. But to no avail. 3rd down, 11, 29 seconds to go.
So we're just getting to the start of some of our 8 o'clock games, so we'll take a quick break here and let those games get started. We'll be back with Inside the IFL Live. And it looks like there was a big play in the Green Bay as Iowa just got on the board.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. After sensing a power outage, Generac generators automatically provide backup power, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
See the full line of Generac generators at the Acme Tool store near you or online at acmetools.com.
Love the way you move. All True Advanced Orthopedics. Learn more at alltrue.org/ortho.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Bravera's more than a bank. We're a group of people in the business of helping communities forge on. At the counter, we offer convenience so the day can forge on. In the thick of the hall, we protect your peace of mind so the season can forge on. And around the table, we make room for everyone so life can forge on. We're more than a bank. We're your path ahead. Bravera. Forge your path.
Since 1984, Riverside Building Center has been the premier building supplier for Southeast North Dakota. Located in Lisbon, we supply the surrounding area for any remodel or new construction job. Or Riverside can do the building for you. We construct custom pre-built homes to your specification. Our team can walk you through the planning and design process, then keep you informed throughout the build. From simple plumbing or electrical supplies to a whole new house, Riverside Building Center has you covered.
Does your home have a crawl space? When cold weather arrives, that can mean cold floors, frozen pipes, and higher energy bills. Protect your family and keep the cold air out this winter with expert crawl space sealing by American Waterworks. Sealing keeps your crawl space clean, protects pipes, and insulates your home, so floors are warmer and energy bills are lower. A sealed crawl space means a nicer home. Don't wait. Call American Waterworks today.
Ackerman Estvold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state. From major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman Estvold team with your next project.
Just east of Garrison, you'll find the hardware store with more. Highway 83 Lawn, Leisure, and Tools offers small engine repair, equipment rentals, and a huge selection of tools. We're an authorized Toro dealer with the full line of blowers and mowers. When the work is done, our Green Mountain Grills will let you cook up some fun or reel it in with our massive sporting goods selection. Whether it's work or play, a run to Highway 83 Lawn, Leisure, and Tools will help you get it done. 6 miles east of Garrison on Highway 83.
It's no secret that robots are taking over the workforce. This doesn't mean you have to lose your job to them. Today, more and more processes in the manufacturing industry are becoming automated. This is good news for you. Automation technicians are in high demand, but the current workforce is not trained in these new technologies. A 2- or 4-year degree in manufacturing from Bismarck State College is education done right. Jobs are changing. Will you change with them? Now is the time.
At Veracity Motors, you'll find the largest selection of quality vehicles, more than any other used car dealership in the area. We're known as the Truck Authority because of the large selection of trucks and SUVs. We have a worry-free buying process and can assist you with financing options. Veracity Motors is the only name you need to know. Visit us today at veracitymotors.com. Veracity Motors, the dealer you love to deal with.
Welcome back to Inside the IFL Live. Dan Dougherty here alongside two-time IFL Coach of the Year, Robert Fuller. Here's a scoreboard update. Our 8 o'clock games are live, and we already have a touchdown as Bay Area has taken a 7-0 lead against the undefeated Frisco Fighters. Let's take a look at some replays of 2 touchdowns that happened while we were during break.
They pick up the blitz. Dalton takes a shot deep for Jackson. He's got it. Action. Jackson. One play.
No avail. 3rd down, 11, 29 seconds to go. Back to that 16-yard line in Green Bay territory. Snap to Reeder. Drops back, pressure's on. He's got his man, Speedy Gonzalez, into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa Barnstormers. And
we have 5 games active right now, so we're going to do a little thing called lightning mode, where we're going to stop talking and let our director, Jordan Lowry, take it away and switch you from game to game and all the important action that's going on.
Ball. Goal, throw to the end zone, pass is caught. There's an Arizona Rattlers touchdown. Braxton Haley pulling that one in.
His way, standing up into the end zone. That little juke move froze the defense. He found the hole and went in.
Right, Benjamin Jones showing some shiftiness, and now into the end zone very quickly. That was a great drive for the Sugar Skulls. Couple of passes, couple of runs. Exactly what they wanted to do. Off to a great start tonight.
Ben Jones, the touchdown for the Sugar Skulls. They go up 6-0, and they strike first. New kicker, Jay.
Quick hitter. Carter nailed. Bounces off a 1, showing some toughness. J.R. Stevens, the first man there for Bay Area.
Yeah, that's the second time. It was a good job by Stevens jumping the route. He read it, got away from the blockers, and was able to get there at the point of attack. But again, not bringing the full weight of his body.
The 12-yard line, and it has got a good quarterback keep for a first down.
Good job by Russo getting down on the ground, not trying to take a big shot there. Get the first down, keep the drive alive.
So Russo carries for the first down. Took on Kane and got underneath him.
3rd and 9. TJ. And out. Right near to McClurge. Faison goes by FaZe McClurge.
I like that name, FaZe.
Russo wants
look
to
at
go
the time.
deep here.
Oh!
Owens.
He caught it.
He came down with it, and they say it's a catch. Inside the coverage of Darian Jackson.
Isn't the gloves, Mick? I mean, everything this guy touches is sticking on the wall.
First down, Frisco. Quick pitch, Carter. Defense. Nothing. Darren Hungerford.
Receivers in forward motion. The snap goes to Myler. He's looking for the end zone. No, pass is picked off by Freddie McGee. Freddie McGee looking for space down the left sideline, and the clock has run out. Pushing and shoving for Tyrell Pearson. Trent Clark goes down.
It is Robinson. Runs away from another and gets to the 5. No gain for Robinson.
Halftime is upon us.
It's the end of the half.
Just go to the locker rooms. Just go to the benches. Just walk away. 34-27 is our score here at halftime. We'll step aside. Set an
Playing great all night.
All right, so no foul on the play. Goal at the 5.
Second and long. TJ with some time and a big opening. Edwards will run it himself into the end zone for a Frisco touchdown. His 20th rushing score on the year. With a little sauce there on the end.
and that's
with his second touchdown catch of the night.
All 4 of our guys on offense, Zico, you got Owens, you got Robinson, you got Carrington. All these guys are stars. You put any of these guys on any other team in this league, these are wide receiver number 1s. Amazing job by the Pirates. 2-score lead now, taking this momentum. This is what you want in a game like this.
Here's the extra point coming up from Josh Gable. With
Number one. You know how to pronounce his name. I asked Rod Windsor, their offensive coordinator, said we call him RCB. I'm going with that tonight.
Vermont, Chucky Bowman, they're looking for him. There's a tangle up in the end zone, and incidental contact is the decision by the back judge. No flag comes.
Last year for another league, and then came back this year, and he fires his first pass, and it's complete right away to Thurness, and Thurness has a first down, about 10, 11 yards. They're going to give him the first down, 11 yards.
RCB, okay?
RCB, they've got to stop him. That's one of their number 1 goals. They do not want the quarterback to run the football. That's Garrett Kettle, 6'4", 210 pounds. He hurt them.
And he hands the ball off to his running back, and that's snowed under. Xavier Jackson doesn't get anywhere. In fact, the Sugar Skulls are all celebrating. Is that Hodge there?
That's Rashi Hodge out of the University of Arizona.
That's right. Bear down, go Cats.
You know, we were talking about him earlier today. He's just a guy who seems to fit this game. It's very good for him. He's a guy. He's physical. He's strong. He moves well. This has been a good place for him.
Back that pass is thrown, and it's incomplete. Looked like it could have been picked off, but J.J. Dallas was there on coverage, and he's able to land.
Roberson will ice him here.
The kick, well, I don't know if it was good or not.
Second timeout, Green Bay.
But Coach Roberson's going to continue to try to ice him. And again, it's worth repeating, as everything seems to be worth repeating, because I seem to repeat a lot.
Get that one. So it's 3rd down and 11 from the 15. And here is Brown. He throws, and it's touchdown for the Storm. A quick touchdown pass to Hudson. And Hudson, he gets Western Illinois, gets on the board for the Storm.
What a heck of a first drive.
And field goal tries blocked. Was that Terrell? I think it was Chris Terrell who blocked it. And the ball will be inside the 5-yard line for the Rattlers. A big special teams play. It's got to make Jeff Jarnigan pretty happy, and his guys come right up the middle, just like they did in getting to the quarterback 2 plays back.
See the rush right here. Tremendous job by the Rattlers field goal. You know, the further away that the field goal is a lower trajectory. It's going to come out from the kicker. To get your hands up, get a chance to get your hands on the ball.
That's his first catch of the year. I think he's a brand new to the team. Certainly his first touchdown of the year.
Well, that was a big play on third down. You were hoping that they'd get a stop there, but it ends up being a 16-yard TD.
Yeah, Hudson just found seam over the middle right there, and Brown being as good as he is, found him complete.
On 1st and 10 at the 13, flags all over, so hold on. I'm going to field.
Pick up the blitz. Sneed. Rankin. Justin. Touchdown. 2 plays. 2 touchdowns.
So the football goes inside the 10 down to the 8. 1st and 5 at the 8. McGall to the near side. Jones and Rudd in motion on the left. Simpson takes the handoff to the 5 and down to about the 3.
Great job by him. Open field tackle on a guy like him. That kid Simpson, he's shifty, he's fast. Good job not letting up a touchdown there. Live to play another down. This is Hilliard territory here. The Mass Pirates defense, they got to know Hilliard's either doing a zone read or he's keeping that ball.
1st and goal at the 2. Simpson
bounces over his head. Big trouble. Got the Rouge unless they get out of there. There's one for Bay Area.
Got to be all out. Linebackers got to be ready to go over the top.
They're going fast because they know time's running against them. 1:49 to go in the 3rd, and from the shotgun, Simpson.
No, he ain't in.
Didn't get in. He's down at the 1. Mbai got him again.
Over the end zone again on this one.
I think he would.
See Simpson in front of him. It's a quarterback lead.
Right, there it is. Touchdown. E.J. Hilliard.
That's
Jr.
the play they want.
He's in the end zone again.
Like that in alignment, just talking from a linebacker perspective, you know that the running back is going to block here. As you can tell, he's a half a yard ahead of him.
Yep.
Mass Pirates defense.
Ultra Skycam points that out.
So, Robert, we've seen in these games so far, special teams making a difference. 1 point was just tacked on for Bay Area as they tackled Frisco in the end zone after a kickoff. So they are up 15-7. And then Arizona turned a blocked field goal into a touchdown. So they're up 14-0 on Northern Arizona. Northern Arizona leads the Western Conference right now. That's a huge game out west.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Arizona to get production out of their defense this year, which has been uncharacteristically a little bit subpar for their standards, a lot of injuries on that defense. So for them to get a stop and be able to parlay that into points, and then, like you said, that Bay Area to get a Rouge against Frisco, it's just such a momentum swing. So we have action all over the place. This is fantastic.
Nice job by Moss on the return. Did he go into the wall? The official see no indication of a touchdown. But I think it is. It may be a touchdown. We'll let them sort things out on the field. It looks like the Wranglers are going to jump on the board for time today. Let's throw it down on the field, though, because the Rattlers...
Smith overshoots him. Bridges on the coverage. Good job there by the...
Trying to say
second and long. TJ pump fake, a lot of time, dances in the end zone, will go himself, takes it across the 11-yard line.
does not seem rattled at all.
No, very poised, very under control. You and I are sitting up here looking at him, and he's just standing in the pocket, so poised. He actually had Smith again on a dig route this time, but I think he didn't see him because Smith, to me, looked like he was
Former player, you got those aches and pains, and that's what Hurtis is doing out there tonight. A little bit limpy, a little gimpy, but obviously calling those plays. Atkins going to take off running. Big hole up the middle. Cuts back to his left and kind of half slides down, and that'll be a first down, easily picking up the yardage necessary.
Well, they just find ways to win. They're down here by 7 right now, but that's a Wranglers team.
Along the wall, Zico makes the catch for a few. 6 seconds left. We're going to be at the end of the third quarter, and the Massachusetts Pirates lead the Quad City Steamwhalers 49-42. Fourth quarter, just around the corner. Back to Phoenix.
Get out of the way. There we go. 2 receivers in motion. The toss now to Jones. He's kind of got nowhere to go. He's able to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up a yard.
Right. Again, that was a sweep that Sioux Falls figured out quickly. They had a crowd over there. He had nowhere to go on that. But got back to the line of scrimmage, so to give themselves another chance
I think
here.
they even got a yard. They're saying 2nd and 10, but far be it from me.
Field position. Take another look on the Nova Home Loans instant replay.
He is so good at that, changing direction, getting out flanking guys, and getting more yards. Go back to the kickoff return for a touchdown. You have Anderson. Guys up, make a tackle, get him on the ground. We got momentum, and now let's see if this offense can pick it up.
That was a great job by Moss, staying off the wall, by the way, on that. And we've got a 1-touchdown game. Here comes a throw to the end zone. That's over the head of Jamal Miles on the release from Drew Powell, who took a hit and is asking the official he's asking for a little help on that. And there is going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer. I don't think Drew had to.
Inside the 2. Atkins has Jones lined up next to him. Ben Jones, just joining us. Mike Jones, a little banged up, gets the night off. Ben Jones, the start at running back. A fake the run, and then the ball just kind of came out of his hand.
Yeah,
funny.
It's stuck in his hand a little funny.
That is Zico who makes the catch across the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
I think that was Owens.
I thought it was Zico.
Was it?
I think so.
Looked a little too big to be Zico.
Well, I think you're right.
Drew Powell walks up, gives some instruction to the line. They'll run the option, flip it out to Walker, and he'll go into the wall right at about the 9, maybe the 8-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Big hole.
He
Still
got
going.
that ball with a full head of steam, Mick. He was 7 yards downfield before players.
He's down to
Robinson
3.
gets the ball. The nose guard hasn't even moved yet. Robinson's already 5 yards downfield. You gotta love this kid, man.
And that is
he plays
just as dangerous as Mo Walker would be.
Powell's going to throw to the back of the end zone, and it's over the head of the receiver.
Get in there, Russo.
Is in for the touchdown.
Get in there, Russo. Touchdown.
Anthony Russo, a rushing touchdown.
Looks like something for Quad City's down.
Another look at this. Fake to the back. Finds the hole. Duncan can't make the hit.
Duncan's not
Russo's
prepared
in.
for that. Duncan got to hit the weight room a little bit.
So, Robert, we just saw Anthony Russo score a rushing touchdown for Massachusetts. Yeah. How important is that mobile quarterback play in the IFL?
It's everything in the IFL, just because you can run the football. You can't just have a quarterback that really can't move or is a pocket passer unless he's very experienced and can drop dimes. Lorenzo Brown for Sioux Falls can sit back in the pocket and drop dimes, but he's a very mobile quarterback. So in the IFL, you have to have a quarterback that can run. And, you see that read option with the quarterback keep to be able to juke defensive linemen and hit pay dirt. That's so big, and that really puts Quad Cities in a real tough spot with 1 quarter to go. They've got to step up.
So that's, a big.
It looks like they are challenged. Yep, he's thrown the flag out.
Well, I think they're going to lose. I thought that replay showed rather clearly that he was lined up to the outside of Fashawn. So we'll see. I think they're. Yeah.
He's looking at his iPad.
Your energy, you get that energy up, and you're able to maintain that energy over the course of a game as a fan, because it doesn't take forever to get to the end of it. Look at him step up, foul into the end zone, and Arizona Rattlers touchdown.
Tried to do that deal, but the pass rush got to him. Nathan Talakai from Saginaw Valley State, from the right edge, bringing the heat. Just what Coach Keith wanted right there. I mean, you got him in 3rd and long, and you didn't want to give up a first down by a penalty or first down or get anything. This could be trouble, DL.
Here's Meek Watkins. Meek. Flag comes in late. Inside the 20. Of the left foot.
Left foot, right.
Yeah, they. I don't see how they can change that.
And it was called by this back judge here.
He's calling it right there.
He's calling it right there. He's saying that's illegal right there.
This should be a quick review.
I would think so. I think they're probably asking, do you have anything more head?
But this is what we talked about in our open. We said the Pirates had to distinguish themselves. Are they a 500 team, or are they in that echelon?
Yep.
And right now they're proving they're in the top echelon. Hilliard from the goal line. He wants to throw. Oh! Almost intercepted. And that is Harlan Miller, who laid out, and he just missed the pick. Rudd, the intended receiver, but he was, or rather Jones, the intended receiver. And watch Harlan Miller.
Panthers from the 15-yard line. Dalton Snead. Cottrell Haywood. Got his first down. First Panthers play from.
Would have been a great opportunity. Another turnover there. I don't know. Pirates go up by 3 scores. I think they have the game.
You would think. Hilliard from the goal line.
Oh, good
to the
tip.
wall. Incomplete. McGall, the intended receiver.
I think it was tipped by Young at the line there.
Snead and Coach Wooten, the way he's calling plays, he's going to have some zone beaters and some man beaters.
Bay Area's 3rd possession. Rankin, the former fighter, driven into the boards. Close to a first down. Flag comes in late.
20, Northern Arizona 7. Stand by. We'll be back with the second quarter. More Arizona Rattler football is on the way.
Turnover on downs and then forcing the fumble at the goal line. Rose over the center. Hilliard, 2-step drop. Throws short of the first down, as that is Kevin Rudd who makes the catch. And a 4th down is coming up.
Big 4th down. You know what they're going to do? They're probably going to go to that zone read with Simpson. Simpson's been playing great all game.
There has been a ton of action tonight. Here's the scoreboard update. 56-42, Massachusetts leads Quad City. It's 34-27, Green Bay over Iowa at half. Then you have our second slate of games tied 7-7 between Sioux Falls and Tucson. Arizona leads Northern Arizona 20-7, and Bay Area leads the undefeated Frisco Fighters 15-7. And Robert, that's the three top teams in the league, all losing right now. Quad City 6-2, Northern Arizona is 5-2. They're the top team in the West, and Frisco, of course, undefeated. But anything can happen in the IFL. We talked about the parity in the league right now. It's on display tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at those teams, they're on the road, so they've definitely got their hands full. And I'm excited, man. This is so much fun to watch these games. A lot of points being put up early. This is exactly what indoor football fans want to see. Just great, exciting action. And this is great. Just great lineups. Big games, important games today.
Bay Area is threatening for more. Let's see what's going on between the Panthers and the Fighters.
Charles Williams flattened Dalton Sneed. Will check on the penalty. They're pointing towards Frisco. Panthers signal touchdown.
Looks like it.
With the touchdown. Well, Pirates know all about Kevin Rudd making a touchdown catch late in the game. He beat him at the Vibrant Center. And here he gets one step to the wall. Boom. Kick coming up here.
Linebackers are playing too deep.
You want that traditional middle linebacker look, huh? Hilliard, he's throwing deep. He's got Rudd. Touchdown!
Oh, man.
Kevin Rudd with the touchdown.
All right, here comes a second down and 6 play for the Wranglers. And contact made, but there was a tipped ball at the line of scrimmage, and somehow, what a catch by Jockey Bowman. He is able.
JT Stokes time, DL.
He's their man near the goal line. Reverse the motion, run the option. Rankin into the end zone for a touchdown, but we'll check on the penalty. Sneed was nailed on the pitch about the 10. Charles Williams flattened Dalton Sneed. We'll check on the penalty. They're pointing towards Frisco.
Right side of this and get the ball back. So we'll see. They're on the 5-yard line. They have big opportunity for the
Take it away. The return is on for the Rattlers. Tackle made at the 16-yard line, and the guy that made that, Jackson Javon. One of the newer names on the roster for the Rattlers, and he pulled that one, I think, one-handed into his body to collect the takeaway for the Rattler defense.
A guy that Kevin Guy talked to us yesterday about, excited to see him on that backside corner. You see the one-handed, sticks that right glove out there, comes up with it. Again, tremendous.
Second down now for Lorenzo Brown. He's got the running back next to him, pitches to that running back, and that's Jackson. He's still on his feet. Hard to bring down a big guy like that. He's going to pick up.
Heroes and Rattlers, and a step up. Looked like Drew was going to run all the way. He's going to take it to the 20-yard line. That's where he goes down. 4-yard gain on the play for the Rattler offense.
And this becomes a very big situation with a tie game. Sugar Skulls had just turned it over on downs, and now it's the Storm facing a 3rd and 3. The handoff, the fake handoff, and keeping it is Brown, and he's got the first down and more. Crosses the 20 out to the 21.
Again, and Brown's a big physical guy.
Hasn't played badly. You're playing against a team that can score a lot of points. That's what we're seeing tonight. And this is a nice ball
pass
to Zico. I love the...
And a nice cutback by Jamal Miles, and he'll finish strong. Taking it across the 15-yard line. Got an extra maybe, 8 feet out of that run by just hard-nosed finishing. Jamal Miles helps pick up another Arizona Rattlers first down.
Good old-fashioned power football. You run power, the 3-man line. You pull the backside guard. Coleman leads the way. Tremendous job. You see him lower the shoulder right here. Miles doesn't shy away.
1st and 10 at the 18. Russo.
Nice.
Throws complete.
Zico again.
he's going to be about 2 yards shy of a first down. At the 24. And it goes to Robinson, who will not get started this time.
11:48 on the clock in the second quarter, 20-7. Rattlers in front, handed off up the middle, and that'll be Mo Walker taking it across the 5. That'll be a first down as well. Gain of 6, needed 6. It'll be first down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Lock it up.
I'm off the block and just like go 3 yards down the field. Yep. Yeah, that was his style. Rousseau.
Going deep.
He has Carrington!
Oh! And Drew Powell steps into the end zone. His second touchdown of the night for Arizona.
Frisco in a no-win situation from field position and behind the chains.
Telekai, local favorite from Sequoia High School in Redwood City, also the College of San Mateo.
Sequoia High School, that ring I showed you earlier, that was our second-round playoff team we beat. They do a great job out there. The coach is awesome, phenomenal program out at Sequoia.
Clock stops. There's Billy back talking to Dave Kataya.
Frisco is challenging the play, indicating the nose guard rose from his stance prior to the snap. Play is under further review.
Billy back must have seen something on that 2-yard pickup.
Well, the thing about that is, and that's the funny thing, is you're sitting there going, 2-yard pickup, why would you do that? Because if it's an illegal defense, automatic.
So Massachusetts is taking a big lead over Quad City, and this is a team that just last week lost 73-43 to a winless Iowa Barnstormers team. They are coming out hot today, and the big play potential has been there all night for them.
Yeah, for them and their standard and where they've been, this is a must-win game for them, and to be able to do it against a 6-2 Quad City team, they're getting production out of their defense and special teams, but this offense with those receivers, Owens, and we just watched just a beautiful grab there in the end zones. So again, they're firing on all cylinders, especially offensively. To be able to put 63 points on Quad Cities, wow, that's impressive. So they are rolling, and they definitely stepped up and rebounded and answered in a big way.
And this is a team that lost to Quad City in Week 6. That's just 4 weeks ago. So short memory for Massachusetts this season, and it's paying dividends with a 14-point lead right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Stout's got to be real happy with this team and how they responded.
Let's go back over to the Bay Area.
Gonzalez tripping him up at the 10-yard line, and very quickly it will be first and goal, Green Bay from the 10-yard line, right on the front door.
So, and here is a line drive kick, which will put the football at the 25-yard line. Second time he's kicked it out of bounds that way. But, Sean, you brought up a good point. In this entire half, Russo has misfired just on 2 passes.
Kid is playing lights out. I mean, for a kid, Mick.
That last interception on his last attempt, a very efficient first half. Myler takes the snap, and he'll take the handoff himself. Takes a hit right about the
throws left. Jackson, the running back, out there, and he's knocked out right at midfield. And so that's going to come up well short of the first down. Decision time here for Sioux Falls. The Storm facing 4th and 6.
Lights out tonight. 8 total touchdowns, and this game isn't even over yet.
No. 4:40 to go. 1st and 10, Quad City, football at the 25-yard line. Hilliard steps up in the pocket, has to throw on a run. Simpson makes the catch to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 9, 1st and goal.
Yeah, if you're
going forward motion. Handoff to Terrence Smith, cutting it back once again. Smith cutting it back to the left side again, and he's dropped at the 5-yard line. 3rd and 5. 2 plays and only a pickup of 5. Got to pull up another red zone.
Get him.
Out.
Got
and
him.
He is tripped. That is Rice.
That's
Emmett
exactly what
Rice
you need.
With his first sack of the season.
No way for Quad City to get a first down here. It was 1st and goal. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 16.
Emmett Rice did a nice job at
5 out of
Jazz.
6 in the early going. TJ again. Off he goes. Edwards slides after he gets his first down.
JR's on. He's escaping the pocket. He's going to take off and run. Myler is brought down. And
Here on 2nd and 16 from the 16, he's going to throw it up incomplete. That's a very wise play.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a little bit shaky right now. Last thing you want to do for Quad City is throw an interception or cause a turnover.
It had to be, yeah, defense, something on the defense. We'll get a check on that. Now 1st down, quick turn of events here. It looked like the Sugar Skulls were going to have the ball at midfield. Jackson takes the handoff and he slips his way for about a yard, but then he's
17.
taken down.
Carter. Former Grambling star continues to move the pile with some help.
Here's the throw down the near sideline. It is caught. Great route, great delivery, and Isaiah Houston has.
Jones in motion on the far side.
He's
Hilliard's going to run. He's at the 10 and tripped up
Nice
back
job
at the 9.
by White. White's got to close that gap.
Here for
they
Max
got it.
Myler. Faking the handoff. Myler lowering his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown. Green Bay Blizzard. Another rushing touchdown for the former Whitewater Warhawk.
Keeps it himself. Near the marker. Rogers at the bottom of that pile for the Panthers.
I think it's a little bit short. It was just it's like a quarterback lead. He's going to send Carter in motion and kind of like an outdoor game power, kick out quarterback up on inside. Picked up about 2 yards, still short.
Panthers up by 2 scores.
All right, 3rd and 3. Brown fakes the pitch, and he is going to be dropped for about a 1-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down here, and again.
Edwards are keeping himself again. Bounces outside. TJ lunges into the end zone for a Frisco touchdown. What an effort by TJ Edwards. His 2nd rushing score on the night.
The guy is special. He just makes plays all night long, arm and feet, and right there.
From the backfield in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left will go in motion. 2 stationary receivers to his right. Brown, handoff to Jackson, and Jackson is going to just get across the 1st down marker, past the 10 down to the 9, and that is a 1st down.
That's just a physical play by Jackson. He had he got hit at the line, and
E.J. Hilliard, pump fake. Things are breaking down. Throw to the end zone. Rudd couldn't catch it. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. And the Pirates get a turnover on downs. 3rd stop of the night for the Pirates.
1st down.
Storm on the move here in a tie game. Up on 10 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Lorenzo Brown tosses it to Xavier Jackson. He sidesteps 1 tackle and falls down to the 1-yard line. That was a nice move to shed that tackler and pick up big yards.
All right, again, it looked like they had that bottled up a little bit, but he had a little nice cut back to the right. short.
Maybe picked up a foot. Well, that front of Blackiston, Collins, and Jackson really doing a terrific job tonight.
They do a great job. They've been doing a great job all year long, which is why the Sugar Skulls have one of the better defenses in the league, one of the best defenses against the rush. So, they're second in the league against the rush.
They're at their best.
Miles, the fake to him.
Including the running back Xavier Jackson, who's in motion. Jackson comes across the formation, kept, and it's Brown diving forward. Did he get in? Touchdown for the Storm. Wow, second effort, extends out, gets that touchdown.
That was so close to a stop. It looked like they had him in the backfield, but again, Brown being very physical and strong, was able to stretch it out, get the ball into the end zone. That was a great drive by the Storm. I mean, they just moved the ball down the field.
Helped out immensely by that first down.
Be the reason, in spite of missing a couple of point-after tries, why you bring McInerney back out on the field. He'll kick out of the hold of Jorge Reyna, the backup quarterback who had started most of the games this season to this point, and this one will get pushed out there to the right. So McInerney, after hitting the first couple of points after tries, now has missed several in a row. And with 4:29 on the clock in the
65 years we've been providing
for the snap to Reeder, looking on the out route. He's got his this time and brought down by Sean's.
2nd and 6. Quick pitch. Good for a first down. Stokes. JT inside the 20. Flag comes in late. Should be a face mask.
You hope he's okay, because that was a brutal face mask. He whipped his whole body back.
Got 1 minute left in this Pirates versus Steamwheelers matchup. Massachusetts trying to hold on and hand Quad City their third loss of the season. Massachusetts this season, Robert, undefeated at home. Teams have not liked traveling to the East Coast.
Yeah, that's a hard trip to make, especially going east, and you're going to play against you're in a very tough environment against a tough, hard-nosed football team, and I've seen a lot of teams head out there and really struggle. The Bucks back in the day, Bismarck Bucks, were able to go out there and compete really well, but it seems like a lot of other teams really have a hard time with that trip.
And that was victory formation, so the Pirates take home the victory. They improve to 5-3. Quad City falls to 6-3.
That was an arrow from Snead. Dalton's third scoring pass of the half.
He does this a lot. This is that excitement that they do, DL. They enjoy giving balls to family members and fans.
Snap to Reeder. Reeder looking picked off finally. A-la Sessions comes away with it.
He's combined. Give the Rattlers possibly a chance. Oh,
look at this. Big hit into the boards after a high snap. That one was going wrong from the get-go. Was that Nick Watson?
Demetrius Scott, touchdown, Sugar Skulls on that kickoff return.
Well, the key to that was making a clean catch on that. Nice scoop. And he was off to the races. Once he got past about the 20-yard line, there was nobody left. And just like that.
Yeah, just like that, you got a potentially tie game here. And yeah, he scoops it up a little bit on the run too. He makes one cut to the right and avoids that shoestring tackle, and then there's nobody. In fact, he's got a convoy with J.J. Dallas.
Well, that was a great run. Great run.
Second kickoff return for a touchdown for the Sugar Skulls this year, and the extra point is good to tie the game at 14. Jay, do you remember the other touchdown return for a return for a touchdown on a kickoff this year?
Or did I get it right? Is that?
Well, that's it, but it's been a month.
Look at this, another takeaway. Ball intercepted by Arizona's defense. We do it again, and there's a guy, Jermaine Dobbs, who Coach Kevin Guy is very high on. He stayed with the ball as it was tipped and bobbled, hauled it in, and that's the third takeaway by the Rattlers defense today.
Tremendous coverage by Dobbs, and what I'm so impressed with these defensive backs, a lot of times you play defensive back because you got wide receiver skills, but you can't catch the football. So they line you up on the defense side of the ball. Rattlers.
A turnover or a stop, they can get back in the lead. So this is exactly what they were trying to do.
Michael Hall knocks it straight down, and it's going to hop over and go out of the back of the end zone. That's okay, though. That'll come out to the 5-yard line.
That's okay, but over the next.
So now it's up to Drew Powell and the offense to see if they can take advantage of another takeaway. Points off turnovers. We'll see. Here's the throw from the back foot. Wide open left side. Braxton Haley turns on the Jets. A little bit of a hurdle at the end, and he goes into the wall inside the 5-yard line. There's another big play for the Rattler offense.
Well, that looked like a blown coverage from the Wranglers defense. Wide open down the sidelines. You don't see that with this Wrangler defense. And remember, defense.
That is going to go deep. Marquise Irvin, and just over the head, there is a flag down in the defensive backfield.
Counting on you to make a mistake. The Rattlers, short of a missed field goal and 2 extra points, have not made any mistakes offensively here in the first half.
That was a 21-yard pass play. Now motion to the right side, the wide side there. Here's Drew Powell picking his way, and he is going to lean across. That should be, and it is! That's an Arizona Rattlers touchdown! Drew Powell got creative with the finish. He didn't necessarily run anybody over right there, Dale. He just kind of made it happen at the end and leaned in for the touchdown.
To the 10 for the Green Bay offense. Snap to Myler and the pitch out to Terrence Smith. Terrence Smith rolling over and flags. And I think they've learned their lesson. Hands up.
2nd and 5. TJ with some time. Makes one miss. Picks up the first down. Brought down by Rogers.
First tonight. Drew Powell will try to take this one himself. And he runs right into the back of his offensive lineman. That's Lamar Mady that helped make the tackle. And that'll come up shy. So we stay at 32-7. Well, the Rattlers got to be happy about everything but somehow converting on their points after. That's about the one.
First and call it about 1st and 14 coming up for the Blizzard.
Justin, your Massachusetts beat Quad City 63-49 here.
So Blizzard will have to wait, I believe, to be another week before they get back in the playoff picture. Handoff to Terrence Smith, who will get wrapped up by the
Makes
ankle.
the inside handoff. Brown fires, and it's nice job of coverage there by J.J. Dallas.
Here comes the heat with Hungerford. Shot to the end zone, wide open, and caught for a touchdown. Jordan Jolly. Now a one-score game. Jolly, the veteran, who had some great success playing with Charles McCullum in this league over the years.
I didn't even see
from
Jolly.
the 17-yard line. Brown tosses it to Jackson, and Jackson's knocked down right away again.
Snap to Myler on this 2nd and long. Myler rolling out, pressure's on, and he will throw this one up. Fans were not paying attention. They do make sure before the game that there is a warning.
That is brought down at the 3-yard line by Moss, and he'll get knocked down. And the guy who got one of those interceptions just a few moments ago makes the special teams tackle.
Has been out there for a long time.
Right, and the Sugar Skulls are playing 5 defensive linemen tonight because Malik Owens is now in the game. They've got their 3 starters who have been all in, so they're moving some guys around.
They're all in on defense right now. Lorenzo Brown, 3rd down and 9. He throws deep, and it's way too high, and even behind his receiver. The receiver was Donnie Corley, and that was a misfire there.
Yeah, that was a great catch by a fan over in the...
Snap to Myler. He'll step up in the pocket. Flag is down. That might be for holding, but Myler will get out of bounds. Pearson was the first one there, but, well, they're pointing towards Iowa.
Personal foul number 55, hands to the face. Half the distance.
First time by Dallas anyway. All right, here we go. Field goal try by Gagne. Oh, nearly blocked. High enough, but it's way to the right. So, hey, there's a stop for the Sugar Skulls.
There's your stop.
Field goal.
There's your stop. 2 minutes left in the...
Squibber. Watkins. Meek to the 17-yard line. A little rough with him throwing him back.
The rolling on the field was physical there. Was stopped. First down. There.
Seems like Meek got to the same exact...
Skill players to the left side of Myler. Snap to Myler. Into the end zone. Passes tipped and gracefully falls to the turf. It was tipped by Ian McBurrow. He had 2 guys open on that one, did Max Myler, and was a little late on both of them. First he was looking for Irvin. Play clock down to 3. Snap to Myler. Pitch out to Smith. Smith getting to the end zone. Is he in? Yes, he is. Again, another touchdown for Terrence Smith. Touchdown, Green Bay Blizzard. They lead by 20.
Terrence Smith continuing to build on his touchdown numbers this year. He's just been so deadly in the red zone. It's whenever you're inside the 10 or the 5, he's a safe bet to get you in the end zone each time he touches it.
It seemed like when the Blizzard lost Jerome Johnson, people thought.
A missed field goal, and right away to the air, and right away a catch quickly, and it's out here to Tim Lucas. The
situation, you need just a chunk of it right here, though. Dalton lets it go short and broken up. Intended for stuff.
It's a good call by the officials. 1st and 18. Over the head of the receiver, and Dylan Winfrey was a fingertip or two away from his second interception of the day. That's going to be incomplete, though.
I've got to tell you, Floyd, I've seen a lot of...
As the Sugar Skulls are operating with 1:30 to go here in the first half. Ramon Atkins looks left, looks deep, throws deep, and that's Carrington Thompson. Touchdown, Sugar Skulls! Carrington Thompson from Ramon Atkins.
Well, that's as good a throw, I think, as we've seen Ramon Atkins make. He dropped it in there. Thompson was
lets it go off the mark. And there's the stop for the...
He's going to throw again. Over the middle, that pass is caught. And that's a gain of about 11 yards before it's all said and done. The guy on the receiving end there for the Northern Arizona team, Ryan Wisniewski, brought it in.
Kevin, guys wonder what...
Timeout. Northern Arizona, they're first. 30 seconds.
It's always fascinating to me to see how these different coaches handle this.
He wasn't able to stay in the pocket, step through, and make a completion on 4th down.
4 misfires for Snead on that possession.
He finally gets past the 10-yard line and a little bit more. And flags.
Dale, I mean, I'm not going to question Les Moss, okay? But you do have to ask yourself, okay, what's the thinking? He's got some good reason. He spends a timeout and leaves some time on the clock for the Rattlers. Wonder what that was. 3rd down and 6. Here comes the play. Watson with the low snap, picks it up. Pressure from behind, and he is going down. That was a wonderful job by Chris Terrell coming around, and he went the long way.
Arizona.
He went the long way to getting that quarterback
30
sack.
seconds in length.
Well, and again.
Deficit they find themselves in right now. Antonio Wimbush finds a lane and is right.
Yeah, Hungerford goes outside of the D tackle, goes inside, defensive end.
First down from the 2. Edwards says go. Run the option. Carter into the end zone for a Frisco touchdown. Now, if you're Frisco, maybe you scored too early.
I think you did. I mean, and again, unless you have the real...
It's been a pretty ineffective night all night for the Wranglers. Here's a snap to show you more of that. Is that Chris?
Reeder takes the snap, drops back, looking end zone over the... Oh. Put that one on not top 10, Mitch. Oh, no. I hope... Can we get a replay of that, please? I don't know if someone... Yep, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, Mitch. Oh, no. I'm sorry, buddy. 20 years of Blizzard football. That had to happen at some point. One of the most devoted fans in the IFL, Mitch Nolan. Get back in this one. Keeping this drive alive. We'll take a second to find out as a timeout's been called by Corey Rhodes.
Coordinator trying to get his guys fired up to make a stop here.
Handoff. No, keeping it. Brown, he's going to fall forward. Looks like he's got a first down. So that'll again stop the clock just on that first down.
Here's the spot, and there's the long kick. Returnable. It'll be fielded midway into the end zone. Jamal Miles splits the defenders. Open field, and then a good tackle made on special teams to prevent any further damage. Is that Garrett Kettle, the holder? Who came?
First and 10 at the 12. Here comes Brown. Hands off to Jackson. Plenty of room on the right side. And then he kind of dove forward down to the 9-yard line. He's mad at himself. I think he kind of lost his footing as he was trying to make a cut. They're going to have to take a timeout or the Storm.
Make a cut. I think the Sugar Skulls called that timeout.
Timeout. Tucson.
Almost at midfield.
So now a 26-yard field in front of the Rattlers. Timeouts remaining. 28.8 seconds. A lot of time for Drew Powell and company. Here they go. That throw caught by Braxton Haley. Braxton has a penchant for going up and over the wall acrobatically, and the fans always love it. That's a first down, and the clock will stop. No need to call a timeout. Although I do believe somebody might have. Nope, no timeout called.
Well, Haley, 6'4" tall, and then he's got the leaping ability. You know, being a wide receiver here in the indoor football.
Robert, a big opportunity here for Arizona as there's no punts in the IFL, so Northern Arizona went with the long field goal for the full length of the field, and Arizona was able to take it to midfield, so they have about 30 seconds to get another score on the board before halftime.
Yeah, usually when you're in those situations where Northern Arizona was in, you got to kick it out of bounds, so you don't give up one of these big returns, and the last thing Northern Arizona wants is to give up another score, and it's a screen, and it's money for the Rattlers. Holy smokes.
38-7.
Floyd, as I said, you know the Rattlers offense is clicking.
Play or two before the end of the half. Right now, though, the most important thing, 21-14, timeout by the Storm. They were running out of time. In fact,
Carlitos devastating in this league if you can execute them. And we've seen a couple of those tonight from the Rattler offense.
Point after is straight through the pipes this time.
He will make plays for you. Reeder rolling out, nothing doing. Reed, Abdul Wahid, Sessions, all there for the Blizzard. It'll be 3rd and goal coming up for the Blizzard. Another big 3rd and 4th
6 yards and the touchdown. Beautiful run. Run the option. Sneed keeps it himself into the end zone for a touchdown. And Bay Area has regained the lead with 13 seconds to play in the half. Great call.
To his left. One receiver to the far, two to the near. Receivers in forward motion. The snap to Reeder. He drops back. Keyshawn Taylor, 4 receiving touchdowns, and they cut into the lead. Game wide open on that slant route. Sean Steele was a little bit too far off to get him.
Seeing some great action here. 21-14, 3rd and 7 now for Lorenzo Brown and the Sioux Falls Storm at the 9-yard line. The handoff, Jackson cuts back, and he's snowed under. That's great job of defense kind of smothering there. Ronald Collins will get part of that credit. Others will.
Handoff, it's brought up the middle and into the end zone for the touchdown by Devontae Sapp Lynch. 3 plays, 24 yards, and the Vegas Nighthawks
So you see the Vegas Nighthawks get on the board first against the expansion team, the Tulsa Oilers. They're up 6-0, so we have 5 games live now, but 3 of those are about to head to halftime. As for Green Bay and Iowa, Iowa just got on the board again, and they are heading into the fourth quarter shortly, but we are getting into the home stretch of our first week of Inside the IFL Live.
There's the snap. It's a high snap. Artigue catches it. He's looking for somewhere to go with it. He'll dump it off. And Joe Mancuso, the spotter, just throws it to the ground, and he gave it away. It's picked up, and it's going to be run back the other direction. But a whistle, and it's... Oh, plays whistle dead.
Missed a field goal, a little bit longer field goal a few minutes ago. This will be a 26-yard attempt for Nick Ghana out of Austin. Peanuts blocked. Sugar Skulls block at special teams. Ball's bouncing.
Picked it up and took off running, but the officials did blow it dead. Everyone wasn't really sure for a moment if it was a live ball or not. Mancuso kind of did fumble it, but also in the process, he threw against the wall, so I suppose the ball's out of bounds is the ruling there. So it is an unsuccessful point after attempt. It is 6-0 Nighthawks.
Goal, a little bit longer field goal a few minutes ago. This will be a 26-yard attempt for Nick Ghana out of Austin. It's blocked. Sugar Skulls block at special teams. Ball bouncing, and it's recovered. It nearly was returned. Sugar's going to get it. There'll be 10 seconds to go, and the Sugar Skulls will get the ball.
So 2 points put on the board there by they get those 2 missed points back. And we have hit the end. Your mic's on, Jim. Your mic is
the
on.
End of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. We'll step aside.
Looked like they were a genius move.
I'm not sure what he was talking to the ref about, but he had some conversation.
All right, so they start the play clock, but not the game clock. Here's Atkins. Pressure up the middle, throws, and that's incomplete. Out of the end zone. It was intended for Carrington Thompson, but he was just trying to get rid of that quickly as they brought a lot of pressure up the middle.
Right, they did. He's got Carrington Thompson who can sky. I think he was trying to throw it.
Possession. Still have time to get off one play before trying a field goal if you need to. Low snap. Edwards lets it go. Incomplete. Intended for Jermaine Smith. Yeah. San Jose State had 8 kicks of over 50 yards. Rice Crawford. No good. And that ends the half.
5 seconds to go. Maybe 2 more plays.
Maybe, if this
we'll
is quick.
See. Maybe they'll just get a touchdown here and end it. Ramon Atkins all alone in the backfield. Fires quickly. Thompson, touchdown! Sugar Skulls, Carrington Thompson, second TD catch of the quarter.
A great back shoulder toss right there. Carrington Thompson just let his defender go right past him, turned, made a great catch, great throw. It was just one of the things they were trying to do was at least have one more play, which they would have had, but
So 27-21, Tucson takes a big lead over Sioux Falls at the very end of the first half. And Robert, how much of a momentum builder is that for the Sugar Skulls?
Boy, that's everything. To get that break right before half and get points out of it, again, that's about a 10-point swing there because Sioux Falls is trying to get that field goal. But to be able to get that right before half is big. I'm not sure if they get the opening kickoff or not, but then they've got a chance to get, to score 35 points there and jump on Sioux Falls even bigger. So, I mean, just the home teams, this weekend are really getting after it.
And this is a Tucson team that has yet to win at home this season, so they are performing great on their turf so far. And as you see there on your screen, scoreboard update 63-49 final. Massachusetts defeated Quad City 48-35. Green Bay leads Iowa. It's 27-21 as Tucson leads Sioux Falls. Arizona leads Northern Arizona 39-7. They are putting the stomp down on them. Northern Arizona leads the Western Conference, but Arizona does not care about that. They are performing out of their mind at home tonight. And it's 35-28 Bay Area over the undefeated Frisco Fighters. And in the first quarter, Vegas Nighthawks lead the Tulsa Oilers 6-0. We will take a quick break here with 3 games at half.
Well, where are you originally from, and I guess what's your favorite part about your hometown?
I'm originally from Garland, Texas, which is like 25 minutes away. And favorite part of the town is probably the taco shacks. Yeah, we have really good tacos in Garland.
So being able to be back here in Dallas and in Texas, what does that mean for you?
It's like a dream come true. I mean, I can't ask for anything better to play in front of my friends and family.
And you have a lot of friends and family, I'm sure, who will come out and watch you. When you were growing up, who was an athlete, whether it was a football player, a basketball player, anyone who you kind of looked up to and admired, and why?
I'll have to say my older brother, just because he put the football in my hand and showed me that I have the ability to be who I am now.
Was there ever any
competition,
rivalry?
Of course, yeah. I actually broke his high school record, so yeah, there's a lot of competition there. He always pushed me to be better, and that's what I want to do for other people, kids, and just whoever I can just talk to.
And did he end up playing in collegiately as well?
He actually stopped after college. He went to North Texas, so.
Okay, so it looks like you beat him out in the longevity of it all.
Living through me.
What is your favorite, best personal sports memory? Whether it was something in college, high school, maybe it was growing up playing with your brother. Your favorite memory from playing.
Favorite memory is last year getting signed with Frisco. I'm getting to play with a lot of dudes that I know, and quarterback TJ Edwards is one of my best friends. Just getting to play with my best friend. It's like my favorite memory.
Yeah, and you talked about, being able to be signed and play last year. I know you had a heck of a year. You made the all IFL rookie team at the end of last season. So, how are you kind of taking the success from last season and using it as motivation for this season?
Just being more of a leader, because I know we got a lot of new guys, and I was that new guy last year, and just bringing leadership to the group.
And you talked about, TJ. I know he's not a big speaker himself, but how do you see him as a leader? How is he a good leader for the team as well?
Just knowing where to put the ball and put people in those right places that they need to be in. He's not a big talker, but once he puts that helmet on, he talks.
And can you talk a little bit about one of your hobbies? I've heard you are a DJ.
Oh, yeah.
And you yourself probably start the party enough for a lot of your teammates.
Oh, for sure.
How did you kind of get into DJing, and what do you kind of want to do with that, I guess?
I got into DJing when the quarantine and everything started, and just really having nothing to do. So me and my fiance just got together and was like, hey, we got to find something for you to do. And DJ was it for me, making beats. I just enjoy doing it. I mean, I like music. I love seeing people dance, and it's just, you can't go wrong with music. So that's why I went into DJing and everything. So.
And what's your DJ name?
DJ Germ the Worm.
I love it. I love it. And does your fiance still help you with it a little bit?
Of course.
I love that. Outside of sports, you talked about your older brother being a role model for you in sports, but is there someone in particular, and it could be your brother, who you kind of look up to and is a big role model for you just in your life in all aspects of it?
My fiance, for sure. Just because she's like our rock. I mean, she gets the kids up in the morning. She gets me up in the morning. She cooks breakfast, dinner. And she just does it with a smile on her face. I mean, that just gets me going every morning for sure.
And you mentioned kids. How many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids.
And a little boy, a little girl?
Boy and a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does the little boy want to be just like daddy and play football?
Yes, he sees it all. He sees it all for sure.
I love it. Outside of sports, and this is kind of probably what you just answered, what is the most important thing to you?
My family. 100% my family. I mean, they're my rock. They just get me going each and every morning. I mean, I do what I love because of my family.
Welcome back to Inside the IFL Live. Dan Dougherty here alongside IFL Hall of Famer Robert Fuller. And we are in the home stretch of our first week of Inside the IFL Live action. Here's a look at what's been going on the field tonight. Massachusetts defeated Quad City 63-49 in our first game of the evening. Green Bay currently leads Iowa 51-35 in the fourth quarter. We have 3 games currently at halftime. Tucson got a last-second touchdown to go up 28-14 over Sioux Falls. Arizona putting the beat down on Northern Arizona 39-7, and Bay Area with a 35-28 lead over the undefeated Frisco Fighters. And our late game tonight, Vegas Nighthawks, they lead the Tulsa Oilers 13-7. But let's take a look at last week and our players of the week in the IFL. On the left side of your screen, Daquan Neal of the Vegas Nighthawks. He's a former IFL MVP. He went 7 for 11 passing with 163 yards and 3 TDs, 120 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns on his feet as the Nighthawks defeated the Arizona Rattlers 55-54. Our defensive player of the week is Nazir Streeter from Duke City. He had 9.5 tackles, a half tackle for a loss, a pass breakup, and an interception as the Gladiators defeated Tucson 56-49. And the special teams player of the week on the right side of your screen, Gabriel Rui of the Iowa Barnstormers. He was 9 for 9 kicking extra points, 2 for 3 field goals, and 2 for 2 kicking deuces as the Barnstormers got their first win of the season over the Massachusetts Pirates 73-43. Those are your IFL players of the week. And let's take a look at some touchdowns you missed during the halftimes break of this Inside the IFL Live
do it
show.
Here and keep this a 3-score game. Reeder in the shotgun. Wimbush to his left. 1 receiver to the far, 2 to the near. Receivers in forward motion. The snap to Reeder. He drops back. Keyshawn Taylor, 4 receiving touchdowns, and they cut into the lead. Back from the
rush center.
And a deuce, I believe. Yes, Gabe Rui knocked it to eclipse 50 points once again and make this an 18-point ball game. Rather a 16-point ball game. Snap down, kick is up. Oh, it was off the wire and through. 3 points.
Handoff, Espinoza gives it for Harvey. He runs it to the right. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Neal takes the snap, drops back, time to throw, throws it deep to the right wing side, and it's caught for the touchdown. Malik Honeycutt.
Currently 3 games at halftime. Vegas Nighthawks have a 20-7 lead, but right now currently Green Bay and Iowa's underway in the fourth quarter. So let's go over there to see what's going on in Green Bay.
Disgusted. We move on. 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. 51-35. Receivers going forward motion. The snap to Myler. And a late pitch out here to Terrence Smith. Looking for the first down, and he's got it. Takes a hit in the process.
And that's enough for another 3 minutes.
Enough for a Blizzard first down. Clock continuing to roll under 6 minutes. And the Blizzard, like we've said at the start of every drive, just need to keep stacking first downs.
I mean, this Iowa defense is extremely banged up. They only have 3 starters from the beginning of the season playing right now, which is McBurrow, Pearson, and Christopher Robinson. They have a ton of injuries. They seem to be a little gassed, so hopefully we can keep this up, score again here to ice this game.
Under 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Myler in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, receivers in forward motion. The snap to Myler, going deep. Marquise Irvin, leaping grab, broken up by Freddie McGee.
It's a good play on the ball there.
Receivers in forward motion, takes the snap. Going to step up in the pocket, evades a sack. He's still going. Max Myler sliding down in a big collision.
Motions his receivers, takes the snap, quickly throws over the middle. Pass is complete. It's Nance working his way to the left sideline before he was bumped out of bounds. Getting over Elam along with Harriel to run Nance out of bounds, but a strong completion, catch and run for Jonathan Nance. He gets it all the way down to the Vegas 14, and it will be 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
3:15 now on the clock. Good strike by Espinoza, getting rid of it quickly right over the middle, and then Nance scampering to the left sideline. Espinoza ready for the snap. And the snap came out late. Flags are out. It's going to kill the play.
Penalty markers down everywhere.
The center, I believe it's Patrick Barrett, is the center for the Oilers, just didn't get the snap out on time, and the receivers in motion were about 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage by the time the snap came out. This false start is the call. Obviously so. Now back the ball back to the 19-yard line, 1st and 15.
This again, if they can continue to pick up these 3rd and shorts.
See if they go a little read option here.
They've done it a few times in this 4th quarter. Pump faking. Myler going deep. Shaq Currington's open. Sidestep. Currington for the end zone. Touchdown, Blizzard. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your dagger. Proclaiming it now. There is your dagger. Shaq Currington with another receiving touchdown. Got that defender on skates.
And he was wide open there on that crosser. In the open field, it was him versus Justice King, and King was left in the dust.
Espinoza takes the snap, but another whistle, another flag, and it's going to be another false start. Again, the snap not getting out in time as both receivers were downfield. And it is again Patrick Barrett, the center. The false start not getting the snap off. It's going to back things to the 19-yard line again. 2nd and 15.
Going away like this, don't think that Kevin Guy is not getting a bill for my speaking services.
Ozer calls for the snap, gets the snap, drops back, throws left, incomplete.
Pass and kick delivered by McInerney, and on the return, another good job in coverage. The guy on the return, Jacob Moss, coming down to make the tackle, Jermaine Dobbs. And it'll be 1st down for the Wrangler offense. They have the ball at their own 7-yard line to begin the 2nd half. Arizona in front, 39-7. Welcome back to Rattlers football, everybody.
You know, it's interesting. Anderson was also involved on that tackle. He was the one on the kick out that was returned for a touchdown that came in there and put a shoulder in rather than wrapping up. This time came in, wrapped him up, made a nice, clean tackle for a very, very short return.
2nd half begins with, that looks like that is going to be Garrett Kettle who starts the 2nd half. And Kettle with a nice run from scrimmage on 1st down, takes it across midfield. He will be marked at the 48-yard, 48. Forgot the size of the field. It's the 23. Pardon me on that.
Motion to receivers, takes the snap. Espinoza throws deep over the middle, and it's juggled and caught. Touchdown. Nearly intercepted and deflected into the hands of Damian May. And it's a touchdown for the Oilers. That was nearly picked off in the...
So you have a 4 box on your screen here. We have 5 games live actually, as Green Bay and Iowa is in the fourth quarter. But plenty of action, and it continues with the night game. Tulsa just gets on the board there near the end of the first quarter to stay within range of the Vegas Nighthawks. It's been a tough season for Tulsa so far, but as we've seen with Iowa, anyone can beat anyone on any given night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you have an expansion franchise, there's just a lot to build on, and not to mention playing in the IFL, especially these days. There's no, you know, you're looking at your schedule and it's loaded top to bottom. Every week is going to be a really tough game. So, they're doing what they need to do right now is just try to get better, a little bit better every game, and Coach there will get it figured out.
And we've taken a look at the standings throughout the night. It's just logjam beyond the top teams in the league, as you have Frisco undefeated, Quad City 6-2, but they just went to 6-3 with a loss tonight. Then you had a bunch of teams 4-3, 3-4, 3-3. So playoff positioning is really on the line as we head into the second half of the season, and the second half of the season starts tonight.
Dead ball foul. 15-yard penalty. First and 10.
Joe Bastante, center.
Well, I don't know if it's third down.
TJ, pump fake, dumps it short. What a catch.
And they're going to hand it off on the jet sweep. Great move. Nice swim move outside to get to the end zone, and that's a touchdown for Glenn Gibbons Jr. And the Wranglers
Brown under center, hands off on the inside handoff, and that is Hudson. And Hudson's got some room, and he breaks a tackle, and he's in. Just like that, the Storm have scored.
Wow, that didn't take very long at all. He made a nice, broke a tackle and then made a nice cut back across the field, and just like that, there you go. It's a one-score game.
We're going to discuss. I'm going to start the timer now. Timer has been started.
In 17 of 18 games. TJ. Side. Time to corral him. A flag comes in late.
kick the deuce, right? We talked points of time. Kittle to throw, and there is that'll be against defense. The Rattlers are going to get called, and that'll give another shot at two. They'll move half the distance.
Snap to Reeder. Pressure's on over the middle of the field. Gonzalez is open. Steps back. Gonzalez inside the red zone. Ooh, a big hit from behind by Lamont Alexander. Oh, and he might have done some friendly fire.
Looks like Rivarius
Rivarius Rivers does get up. A first down and a time.
Jolly has the first down. Tough running after the catch.
Pass is complete to Jordan Jolly into Panthers territory.
The one thing you, outside of a touchdown, the one thing that you didn't want to give up right there was a 6-yard catch and 20-yard run on first and long. I mean, I was just getting ready to say, it's the second or third time they've started in first and long, and now they're back. And so Coach Keith would have liked to have stopped Frisco down in there and made them go 4 downs.
Drive starting on the Frisco 10-yard line. Carter chopped down at the 10.
Yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Reeder in the shotgun. Receivers in forward motion. Reeder takes the snap. Looking for the end zone. Pass is caught. Caleb. Touchdown, Iowa.
Bootlegs in the backfield. He's got nowhere to go, and he's brought out of bounds just at the 6-yard line. There is a flag in the backfield. And looked like it was an option for Neal. He wanted to pitch it to Sapp Lynch and then saw a company in the backfield.
Holding. Number 52 offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. 3 points second.
And there is the flag.
For defensive something, rookie of the year, something like that. He's having a phenomenal season.
Fighters 3 for 4 on third down. For the year number 2 in the IFL at 50%, only trailing Massachusetts. TJ, a lot of time. Has an opening. Inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line. Nathan Talakai on the top.
Neal again. He's got Lynch right next to him. He's also got 2 receivers back his left. In motion, taking the snap. But it's going to be a false start. Randolph and Frank Brown both well ahead of the line of scrimmage when the ball came out. So the Nighthawks moving in the wrong direction as this is going to back
first down when there's no one watching it.
That's a 14-yard pickup for Edwards. First down from the 2. 1 score away from the tie. 2 in zoom motion. Quick pitch to Carter. What a hit. Bridges.
Right side of the field for now. They're at the Tulsa 21 as Neal is ready for the snap. 2nd and goal from the 21. Neal takes the snap, drops back, now rolls right, looking deep, throws deep into the end zone, touchdown. Quentin Randolph uncovered in the
First by 7. Pitch the other way, but a flag is thrown.
The night for Vegas, and the Nighthawks have a 26-13 lead. Neal rolling out.
And timeout. Atkins had to call timeout. Yep, it just took too long for this play to develop or to get lined up.
Boy, the flag was already out too, but the ref is saying that you got the timeout in time.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Flag has not been thrown yet.
Terrence Smith giving the referee a tutorial on how to pick the flag up out of his pocket and throw it. So,
yeah, there's our signal for illegal touching. There we go. And here's
Ruling on the field is first touching at the 8-yard.
TJ keeps it himself into the end zone for a Frisco touchdown.
Frisco Fighters, 2 yards, TJ Edwards.
Saw that coming 2 plays ago on first down when they tried to run Carter and they ran him to the field. The weak side.
So Robert, there you see Frisco tying it up with, or pending the extra point against Bay Area. They took 5 minutes off the clock to start the second half. So is the strategy for them in the third quarter moving forward to slow this game down and kind of get back to business?
I think for them, they're an exceptional run team, and when you're on the road, you have to run the football. And I think in this game, you know, the team that runs the ball, has the most rushing yardage, might end up winning this thing. But for them, it's just settling down, getting back to their bread and butter, and just coming out with a statement drive. And that's exactly what they just did.
And indoor football is such a fast-paced sport. So how tough is it to slow the game down?
You know, it actually isn't. You know, just you run the ball, you throw hitches, some quarterback runs here and there, just some read option stuff, and you know that typically works. So you know it's unique, but I think when you talk about slowing things down, it's just more than the play calling. You know, you're not looking to hit home runs. You're just looking again to work what has been a bread and butter for you: inside, outside zone runs, quarterback runs, and you know that short passing game, crossing routes. So just everything that everybody does, but you just got to make a commitment to it as a coach.
There you see on your screen, Green Bay takes a 57-41 win over Iowa. They improved to 4-4, celebrating their 20th anniversary season, and they get the win in front of their home fans tonight. So that's a final score there in Green Bay as Iowa falls to 1-7. Let's get back to the action here on Inside the IFL Live.
Looking at the contact on Drew Powell, wasn't the cleanest of pockets, but boy, his offensive line has done a terrific job of keeping him upright here in the game today. And their hat-on-hat blocking tonight has been something to behold, Dale. I think, you know, when you look at who out there are playing.
There. Okay, empty backfield for Atkins. He fires quickly, and it's dropped right through the hands of Demetrius Scott.
He knows he should have had that.
Yep.
And it hurt his chin, knows he should have had that.
And you're just trying to pick up 5 yards there. And if the defender misses, you got a touchdown, but you've got to catch the ball first. And
yeah, he was just trying to put him in.
Football teams are known for their physicality. Yes, they put up a lot of points and glitz and glamour, but they always want to beat you up physically. And he said it's a work in progress right now.
Quick release, short of the first down. Braxton Haley running. He was trying to run a sticks right. Well, he's going to get a great. I'm going to give him the first down. He gets a great. I thought it was a great spot. We'll look at it on.
By a touchdown, 28-21. 3rd and 9 from the 15, and Atkins is going to take off running, and he's not able to juke that player, but he does get down to the 10-yard line, so a little more manageable 4th down play coming up here.
It looked like there was something there.
1st and 10 from the Oiler 21. Vegas looking to build on a 14-point lead. Neal sends receivers in motion, takes the snap, looks down the field, long passes over the wall into the first row.
Here's the pass caught off the right side. Great open field. Defensive play by the Wranglers after the Braxton.
Sugar Skulls on 4th down this game. And this will be 4th and 5 from the 11.
I think you would call this a key play.
I certainly would call it that.
Oh, somebody jumped.
Somebody jumped. Was it 1
or
was it 3?
Right.
He's
calling offsides.
Yep. Well, that's a big break.
I think that's a first down.
For Daquan Neal, the reigning IFL Offensive Player of the Week. Might be making a run for back-to-back press releases this week if he can get it. Handoff, Devontae Sapp-Lynch looking for running room. He was able to cut it to the 18 before he was brought down, and now a flag comes in after the play. Away from the play, Honeycutt collided with.
He did use him tonight. Glad to see him out here.
Bouncing back from an injury and figures to be the starter next year for the 49ers. Short completion. That's Rankin inside the 20.
Sugar Skulls trying to add on to this lead in the 3rd quarter. The handoff to Ben Jones, and he is pulled down from the side, and then a big pile up there. His momentum is stopped after a couple of yard gain. He kind of got grabbed by the shoulder.
Snotty-nosed, young football player.
Their friendship endures to this day. There's a pass caught in the back of the end zone. Braxton Haley hauls it in. Another Arizona Rattlers touchdown.
On the mechanics. This is Dalton Snead. Takes a shot deep, has him out there. J.T. Stokes. Made that look.
Takes the ball, a low snap. He falls forward. There's a quarterback draw all the way, and he gets inside the 3-yard line down to the 2.
Inside the 2.
Yeah, this was a design all the way. In a way, Ben Jones was kind of a lead blocker, but
it looks like he had it, but somebody came up from the backside and got the legs. It looked like it was open.
There's Curtis Chin, who just called this key 3rd and 2 play here. As we said, the field gets so tight down there with those cornered end zones. It's just not a lot of room to operate. Atkins, he's going to run it again. Same play, and he's into the end zone. Sugar Skulls, touchdown, Ramon Atkins.
Ben Jones went in there as the lead blocker, did a great job.
Lynch has room to run, cuts to the right, he's down to the 15, inside the Tulsa 15 before he's brought down. Great catch and run by Devontae. To has had an electric first half. 3 players in the backfield with Neal. He sends them in motion, takes the snap on 4th down. Looking over the middle, pass caught. Quentin Randolph has a first down, and he's brought down inside the Tulsa 10. And excuse me, folks, I apologize. Not Quentin Randolph, it was Frank Brown who was settled down at the 5-yard line. And move the chains.
More time working on the celebrations. At the first few games, it was simply a high five and move on. We need to step up our game. Jerminic Smith runs into a teammate, goes down inside the 20. Haywood on special teams forced him into the wall.
I don't know if there's a stat that...
First and goal from the 5. Neal takes the snap, hands off Sap Lynch, running right, and nowhere to go as he's forced out of bounds at about the 3. From the 3, Neal takes the snap. He'll run it up the middle himself to the goal line. He's in. Daquan Neal with the rushing touchdown to extend the Vegas lead 33-13. Daquan Neal with 3 passing touchdowns. This time he decided to take it himself.
For 113 yards and 1 touchdown. Frisco, the lone undefeated in the IFL, getting a challenge in the Bay Area. Run the option. Carter, Grant after him. The man known as Mr. Excitement takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that shouldn't have been a first down. They should have stopped him short. Again, tackling, and that's the one thing that Coach Keith, has got to stress. They just run an option right here. He options Grant at the end line of scrimmage. Grant's going to arm tackle here. I can't see. I think that was Meadows that came in, or Bridges that came in low and missed, and then allowed Carter to go 5 or 6 extra yards and pick up the first down. You got to be, in order to be a championship team, got to shore up your tackling.
Carter, a very good player in the XFL with the LA Wildcats in 2020 before COVID ended the season. Fake the pitch to Carter. Edwards makes one miss. So elusive. TJ Edwards.
Touchdown, Frisco Fighters, TJ Edwards.
Playing Houdini, escaping and taking into the end zone.
That guy's phenomenal. I mean, when you look at some of the quarterbacks, we were down in San Diego a couple weeks ago, and we thought Davis throws a pretty ball, is a great quarterback. Drew Powell's back. I'm going to tell you one thing. This Edwards kid is phenomenal. If you look here, he's just going to...
And Northern Arizona 13. Back to throw, Garrett Kettle. Deep, man wide open. That's RCB. Ramad Shaquial-Bowman hauls it in and takes it in for a Northern Arizona touchdown.
Well, that's the one.
Start at the Sugar Skull 16-yard line. Handoff. And that's Jackson. Xavier Jackson gets knocked out hard against the boards at the 12-yard line.
Carlitos Gonzalez, man,
yeah. He's a big hitter for being a defensive back.
He's making a mess of things out there for the Storm.
Yep. You know, those boards don't give either.
They don't. They're padded, but they hurt.
No. I think I've heard it described that the boards are undefeated.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yep.
For sure.
Second down now for the Storm at the 6. And there's another handoff and blown up, and that's Jackson right there. Maurice Jackson was kind of like, well, thanks for running right into me.
Yeah, send him over here. Huge loss for the Storm. How many is that for Maurice Jackson tonight?
Looks like there's broadcast issues with the Northern Arizona versus Arizona game, so we won't be able to go to that one in the next few minutes as they figure out what's going on there. But the story of tonight's games, Robert, is just the top teams in the IFL getting put to the test. Quad Cities, who's already 6-2 this season, they fell to Massachusetts to start the night. And then you have the top team in the league, Frisco, 7-0. They are getting put to the test in a big way against Bay Area, as Bay Area's gone toe-to-toe with them. Frisco's been the one that's catching up to Bay Area in tonight's contest.
Yeah, you know, as a coach and as a player and as a fan, you want to see these type of marquee matchups against very well-coached teams. that are performing at a high level, and tonight's just been a phenomenal night. Just watching these. We got one or two games that's the spread was a little bit big here, but gosh, these are such great games. And again, iron sharpens iron. If you're Frisco, you want to be tested by Bay Area. You want to play these tough teams because they're going to make you better. So this is, again, just a great night of football.
And we mentioned that Frisco just last week, they beat Tulsa, a 1-5 team at the time, with a last-second field goal, 39-37. So, again, it's an any given Saturday kind of deal with the IFL.
For sure. In that Tulsa game, we kind of talked about a trap game a little bit earlier. That Tulsa game for Frisco was a little bit of that trap scenario when you've got to go out to California to play Bay Area. And, a lot of those guys from Frisco have never been to California. It was really neat to follow them on social media, for them to be able to do a walkthrough on the beach, and for a lot of their guys to see the Pacific Ocean for the first time. So it's a lot going on, and this is indoor football, so it's really, really cool.
Let's take a look at what's going on in Vegas.
Espinoza takes the snap. He'll take off running with it, and he'll run out of bounds on the left sideline at about the 13-yard line.
Coach back in this Frisco Fighter football team.
You also have to think about, too, kicking it away from Watkins.
True that.
From midfield, Dalton Snead keeps it himself. No gain.
Dalton Snead on the carry for the Panthers.
The linebacker, C.
Not sure he actually... I think he just ran back to the original line, or not the original line of scrimmage after penalty yardage. I think he ran back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 5 is where they have him marked. 4:10 left in the second quarter and 15 seconds on the play clock as the Oilers break the huddle. Espinoza standing at the Vegas 19, waiting for the snap, sends his receivers in motion, takes the snap, he'll look to run again, but he's wrapped up and brought down immediately.
Screen. Dalton with a quick hitter. Control Haywood inside the 10. Haywood lunges inside the 5.
I tell you what, Haywood's been on the team for a few weeks. He had a coming out party last week in Northern Arizona, and then his party has continued here tonight. He's actually been the go-to guy, and this is just run after catch. This is just yak yard. So this is just an easy hitch, and then he's going to make things happen. Switches the ball away from the defender, puts it in his left hand just in case he gets knocked out, and is able to burrow ahead inside the 5-yard line.
He's a senior at Gardner-Webb at 78 receptions after 3 years spent at Idaho. First down, Panthers. Dalton Snead.
And now we have all 4 games active again, as the Northern Arizona and Arizona broadcast has been fixed. So it's 46-19 there. Arizona Rattlers are really putting it to the #1 team in the West, the Northern Arizona Wranglers. That's been a stunner in tonight's action. Northern Arizona came in 5-2 on the season with that #1 seed in the West. Arizona with the win tonight, they'll be a game behind those Northern Arizona Wranglers.
U-turn, come back the other way. Snead to Stokes, incomplete.
Provide Dale. As we watch Drew Powell go up under center. No, that's Jorge Reyna. No, it is Drew Powell. And Drew's going to give it. And a tackle will be made right at the line of scrimmage. Walker, no gain on the play.
Well, if you look at this Arizona Rattlers offense, obviously you're going to take time between plays. The play clock still is not.
You willing to risk a run on 3rd down, or is this going to be 2 shots to the end zone?
3rd down from the 3. Rankin now on the right bib of Snead. Run the option. Dalton Snead to Justin Rankin, who cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Powell fakes it. Looks, steps into a pass, and he completes it for the touchdown. The Rattlers are on the board again, and that's Jamal Miles in the front corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Rattlers.
Well, it's almost unfair. Michael Witherspoon, the defensive back for Northern Arizona, has Miles any way he goes. And that's like an invitation to steal a little bit there. Ball came out a smidge late for Drew Powell as Witherspoon almost got over there and got a hand on it.
10 running this Sugar Skulls offense that's done a terrific job tonight. They've scored 4 touchdowns, and, of course, the special teams with that kickoff return for a touchdown as well. 2nd and 10. Atkins looks left. He's going to run. He's got some room, and he's going to get that first down and dive down to the 15-yard line, a few yards past the first down marker, and so Sugar Skulls move the chains again.
He got a nice block.
So in that blitz of touchdowns you just saw, Justin Rankin was able to get into the end zone once again for Bay Area. And, Coach, you're pretty close with him.
Yeah, he played for Bismarck, and then last year he and quarterback Sneed played for Frisco, so that's a very interesting matchup. But, us weight room junkies kind of gravitate towards each other, and one thing that Rankin is known for is just being incredibly strong. If you're going to tackle him one-on-one, you better bring your lunch pail. But he is a load. But it's good to see him have success, and they are playing some really good football right now.
And Justin Rankin gunning for that Offensive Player of the Week honor for the IFL. So let's go back to the action in Tucson.
That's exactly what you want to do. Take this thing into the fourth quarter.
You see the Nova Home Loans instant replay is that run before where he picked up the big chunk and got the first down to the 15, and he picked up 5 more. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Sugar Skulls leading at 35-21. Fourth quarter coming up, and the Sugar Skulls drive continues. You're watching.
So again, a deuce on the kickoff for Tulsa. Makes it an 11-point game, 2.5 to play in the second quarter. Nighthawks football at their own 10. Neal takes the snap, drops back, looks left, throws left, and he's looking for Holly, and he's got him. Caleb Holly with a leaping grab inside the Tulsa 10. Folks, I take it back. I got excited. It looked like Holly had it. He made the reaction, but it looks like he didn't. He was able to control it to the ground. So Holly has hands on him initially, but as he went to the ground, couldn't hang on to it. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Great effort from Caleb Holly, who's had a terrific night thus far, but unable to hang on to that one. 2nd and 10 from the Vegas 10. Neal's going to take off running up the middle. He's got room. He'll get to the 20, and he'll get out of bounds. Taken out of bounds by Jenkins, but Daquan Neal runs for a first down. 1:35 left in the second quarter.
Sticks are moving. That's yes.
And
first down.
I think we should have had the 1 minute warning, but I'm not sure that has happened. Doesn't look like we're going to have a stoppage, so ball to 21. It is a first down for the Nighthawks. First and 10 from the 21. And now they will get down to the 1 minute whistle and stops play. Pardon me, folks, I confused myself. Of course, it wasn't the 1 minute warning.
Hungerford on special teams, charging down, and he's not feeling great tonight. Going down to make the tackle.
Yeah, we've seen early on in the first half, he had a couple of mishaps, not feeling well, but still fighting through it. That's the heart of a champion and a warrior, and that's what he's here for. And to bring that intensity and that dog, as we like to say.
High-powered Sugar Skulls offense tonight. They are looking terrific. See if they can keep this up. There's Atkins. He's going to keep it again, and he's going to lower his head and fall past the 5 down to the 4 for a Sugar Skulls first down.
Clearly hurt his chin is seeing something because they're just running Ramon Atkins up the middle. I think he feels like his offensive line is wearing down the suit.
Panthers up 8. Low snap. JT Edwards digs it out. Pump fake. Here comes the heat. Lets it go. Incomplete.
Kettle releases. Nice move, and that is going to be a tackle inside the 15, closer to the 10-yard line after the good
More
catch.
Play than Sioux Falls. So really turned around here in the third quarter. Now into the fourth. Ben Jones, touchdown, Sugar Skulls. Untouched into the end zone.
Great patience by Ben Jones. That ball was supposed to be off tackle. Instead, he broke it outside. Nobody out there.
Let's it go. Pass caught for a first down. Jermaine Smith. Dragged down in Panther territory.
I'm off the clock. 1, 4, 5, 6 plays until you score.
Kettle's throw. Catch is made, RCB, and that'll be a Wranglers touchdown. The Northern Arizona offense has been a whole lot more effective in the second half than they were in that first half. The Rattlers keeping pace in the half, so the big lead continues. But here, a touchdown will make it 53-25, and the Wranglers will.
Neal with Lynch to his right. 2 receivers in the backfield. In motion. Takes the snap. Hands off for Lynch. Spin move by Devontae Sapp Lynch as he muscles his way to the Tulsa 20 before he's brought down. Clock continues to run.
Tate Boogie, by the way. Second down, Frisco from the 17. TJ lets it go short, picked off. Trey Meadows, the first interception of the year, thrown by Edwards.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I thought it was going to be a sack. Grant comes from his left side, puts pressure on him, and I think this is just Edwards trying to make something happen one too many times. If you watch here, pump fake, look for a second read. Here comes Grant, and then now just a nice, easy throw. Great job stepping in front of it right there to give this Bay Area Panther that possession back by Meadows.
Trey, second of the year for the Panthers, number 5 on the season.
And couldn't come at a better, more opportune time with Frisco driving to try and tie this score up.
Edwards, 20 touchdown passes on the year, now 1 interception. Bay Area goes empty. Dalton Snead over the middle. J.T. Stokes fights his way for the first down, but not be denied.
It's almost on cue. Stokes gets better in the second half. Stokes becomes the go-to guy in the second half, and we saw the touchdown earlier in the third quarter. Now we come back on a first down after a turnover, and the first person Coach Wooten goes to is Stokes, goes to the main guy for a positive first down gain.
Having an all IFL type season. First down moved to the Frisco.
So we just saw a huge interception in the Bay Area and Frisco game, Robert. Yeah. But I do want to talk about the Tucson Sugar Skulls. Give them some love tonight. They are up 42-21 over the Sioux Falls Storm as Bay Area gets that much closer to the end zone. They're at the 5-yard line now. But Tucson, they had lost 3 straight games coming to this one. Sioux Falls, I just saw their 3-game win streak come to an end. So it's really a pivotal game for both these teams. And Tucson at home has really put the pedal to the metal in this one.
Yeah, you know, when we were talking about those middle of the pack teams that are just trying to climb that ladder, Tucson and Sioux Falls are both right there. But Coach Chin down in Tucson, you know, he's a heck of a player in the IFL for a long time, is a great coach, and, you know, it's just a matter of, you know, he demands excellence, and, you know, you kind of deal with injuries. You've got a young team, and, you know, you just stay the course and good things happen. And, you know, for them, if they can hold on and have this decisive of a win against a top-tier team like Sioux Falls, that goes a long ways towards making a run, you know, through the second half of the season.
And how about Justin Rankin again getting into the end zone once again for Bay Area? A penalty on the field. Penalties decline. Touchdown counts. 55-41 Bay Area over the undefeated Frisco Fighters.
This is a statement for Bay Area. Wow.
Flags come out when Randolph was in motion. He ran into the toss. Here it's an outside zone play,
And Rankin does exactly what he does every time. He has such good balance, vision. and the ability to cut on a dime.
79 are eligible.
Different look with that loop around the quarterback and then the change of direction.
He's special, and it's how special is it for him doing it against his former team?
Aiden Johnson for the point after. A big conversion.
Everybody happy. There's a liner that caroms off of one of the upmen for the Rattlers and then fielded by, I believe it was Walker.
Now it'll be first and goal from the 7. They reset the ball. First and goal from the 7. Neal ready in the shotgun. Runners in motion, takes the snap, pump fakes, throws into the end zone, picked off. Intercepted in the end zone is stepping up to make the play was Kevin.
And Coach Guy said, hey, he gave us a chance to win every ball game.
Connects with Braxton Haley. Inside the 5-yard line goes Braxton. That'll be a first and goal for Arizona, quickly setting up the potential of cracking that 60-point barrier here coming up soon. Drew Powell's day looked like this.
Pass that was accepted. Right. First down at the 20 now for Lorenzo Brown. He fires it down the field, and it's caught. A leaping catch by Corley, and that's all the way down.
Drew Powell impersonation, slipping a tackle, and carrying the ball in for another Arizona Rattlers touchdown.
4. Brown has Jackson next to him, pitches it to Jackson, and Jackson in for the Sioux Falls Storm touchdown.
That was too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Didn't eat up any time on the clock. Less than 2 minutes have run off the clock for that score. You got the Sioux Falls Storm back.
Vegas and Tulsa's currently at halftime, 33-22 the score in that one. So let's go for a scoreboard update. Here you see the final scores at the top of your screen. Massachusetts gets a big win over Quad City, 63-49. Green Bay wins over Iowa, 57-41. Then we had 3 games in the fourth quarter right now. Tucson Sugar Skulls defending their home turf, 42-27. 60-25 is the score as Arizona is beating down the number 1 seed in the West, Northern Arizona. And also we have the undefeated record of the Frisco Fighters at risk. 56-41, Bay Area Panthers lead that one by 15 in the fourth quarter. It's been a crazy night of football, Robert.
It sure has, and I'm so excited to be doing this and just being able to watch these games. This is just an incredible way to watch IFL football. This has been a lot of fun, and just to be able to see, these just great teams on display, to see Arizona kind of get that bounce back that, they've been waiting for. Big statement win for them, looks like it's going to be a big win for them. But, I think the matchup that everybody was waiting for was this Frisco Bay Area game, and it is not disappointed. And, even though Frisco's down, there's still 9 minutes left. They have the ball. Midfield. So, don't count them out just quite yet.
So we'll take it behind the scenes a bit here. We have 6 games going on at once in front of us. We have a monitor to our left, a 70-inch monitor right ahead of us displaying 4 games at once, then another game on the right side. That's our late game. So we are in football heaven here in Bismarck. So we are enjoying right now the Bay Area versus Frisco game. We'll take it live as Bay Area looks to hand Frisco their first loss of the season.
Just 1 loss since last April for Frisco. That was
crucial. Yeah, that was a crucial one. That was one no one saw coming. I know I didn't. I watched the game, and I was thoroughly shocked. I thought from start to finish last year they were the best team up until they lost to Quad City.
E.J. Hilliard with a late touchdown pass to break the hearts of the Fighters. after Edwards fumbled with 19 seconds left in the fourth period.
And Quad Cities came out of nowhere. I mean, they were just hanging around the middle of the pack and got hot in the playoffs and had a tremendous ending to their season.
Fighters down 2 scores. Just over 9 minutes to play, fourth period. Here comes Hungerford on the blitz. They pick it up. Great tackle by Meadows, caught by Jermaine Smith.
I tell you what, when you don't put pressure on him and you don't allow him to move around and he's just flat-footed in the pocket, he delivers a great ball. And that was interesting here because I'm used to seeing Grant coming from his blind side, and that time Grant lined up to the field on the front side and wasn't as effective in his pass rush.
Was Drew Powell's understudy in Arizona, chance to go to Frisco and become a star. His team down 2 scores, 8.5 to play, fourth period. TJ Edwards, a lot of time. There he goes again. Flag comes in late. TJ gives himself up. Hungerford says it's a penalty on Frisco.
What a football player for Edwards to know Carter had a holding call, and instead of wasting time.
By the way, he's a big, big man. I saw him before the game. Big man.
Catch made and tackle made as well near the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot going on.
Curtis just trying to keep him off balance right there.
2nd down and 4. Atkins with Jones. Hands off to Ben Jones. He breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he gets near the first down marker.
I think they're going to give
it to him. Gets to the 25, gets to midfield. First down, Sugar Skulls.
Ben Jones doing a great job tonight. You got to say that.
His hulking presence like that is always.
The field. TJ over the middle. Jermaine Smith again. Thrown into the wall.
Atkins all by himself in the backfield in shotgun formation. 2 receivers in motion. Looks left, fires left. Carrington Thompson, haven't heard from him in a while.
TJ gets his first down. Reaches to the wall. Trey Meadows wraps him up.
Coach Keefe snatches off his headset. He knew what was coming on that play, and he's a little upset that they weren't able to stop Edwards short of the first down.
Frisco now 5 out of 6 on 3rd
down. Now. Kettle puts him in motion. He's got those bright red gloves again on, and he'll throw toward the end zone. Dylan Winfrey got tangled up a little bit.
Ouch.
On the initiate.
Have a cigar.
Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go. Atkins. Hands off to Jones. Ben Jones finds room and busts over the pile and squirts down to the 14-yard line. Move those chains.
Keep moving the chains. Keep this lead. I just handed a great note by Brandon Ensign, who's stepping in as our communications guy. Says the Sugar Skulls are.
And in there and releasing the football.
Time continues to march on. Here is a throw, and that is another Rattlers interception. Their 4th of the game, and their first in the second half. And it's Dylan Winfrey, the guy that makes the catch. Second.
So one theme tonight, road teams are struggling, Robert. That's from top to bottom, all these road teams are having issues. But you are an IFL Hall of Famer, the first ever coach to be inducted into the IFL Hall of Fame, 2-time IFL Coach of the Year. You are very qualified to give these road teams advice. What would you say to them?
You know, it's really tough because when you go on the road, you know, you want to give your players the experience. You know, you kind of talk about Frisco here. You know, they went on the road and, you know, they did their walkthrough on the beach. And, you know, for a lot of those guys, this is their first time seeing the Pacific Ocean. And, you know, I love what Coach Back did for his guys. He's just giving them a life, you know, maybe it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for some of his players. But on the other hand, I don't like it just from that standpoint of it's something different. It's not in your norm. So it's tough. You know, I love it in one hand. I don't like it on the other. You know, when my first year as a head coach, you know, we played the Rapid City team. We went to Mount Rushmore, and it's a great opportunity for our guys. You know, we had players from Compton and all these different places, and this is maybe it's the only time in their life that they're going to see these great, you know, to see Mount Rushmore and just to be able to see all of these cool things. But it's that distraction. It's doing something different. And the road teams don't. It seems like the road teams, it takes them a quarter or two, or sometimes they just don't get going. I think, again, anytime you go on the road, things are going to be a little bit different. That first half, you're just not quite as sharp. The attention to detail, you know, maybe you're not stepping play side, you know, you're not reading your keys correctly. So it is tough to play on the road. And some of these venues that have these great crowd support, you look at Arizona, you know, you get down and then this crowd, they're just on top of you, and sometimes, you know, that can accelerate that sinking in quicksand. You know, you start sinking in quicksand, you start to struggle, you just sink faster and faster and faster. But, you know, but again, you know, Coach Back, exceptional coach. He's got a tremendous staff. He's got great players with great leadership, and they just put that on display right here. You know, there's no quit in these guys, and they're going to keep fighting. You know, Snead does this incredible job just extending the play and finding an open receiver here. So, you know, they're gonna play 60 minutes of football, and you know, now there's a sense of urgency. Now you're down to less than 5 minutes left, so you know you're starting to think about. You know, timeouts, you're starting to think about going for two, you're thinking about onside kicking, and all of those things kind of come into play. So it's challenging. You know, you definitely earn your paycheck on the road, that's for sure.
Getting down to the wire here in our first ever episode of Inside the IFL Live. Let's get back to the action on the field.
Ball back on offense. McInerney will kick it away. Now Liner is brought in 5 yards deep in the end zone. Moss knocked into the wall. And it will be first down.
We had touchdowns in both Tucson and Bay Area. Let's take a look at what happened.
On the short side of the field, you've got two receivers that'll be in motion, and you got Ben Jones next to Ramon Atkins. He's going to keep it. Ramon Atkins, Tucson Sugar goals, touchdown.
Standing up, got himself a nice little steam there. Now he took the ball.
Nearing the 5.5-minute mark of the fourth period. TJ again, here comes the heat. Lets it go. Caught for a touchdown, Carter.
Touchdown.
What an escape by Edwards. Nearly thrown for a long.
In your arm for about a minute, then a stinger. Everybody goes, oh, it's just a little stinger. No, well, let me give you a stinger, and you won't call it that anymore.
Yeah, you know, I mean, guys aren't generally back on the field immediately when you get a stinger.
No, and it hurts more than I can put into words.
So you hate the name, but
yes.
Do you have an alternative?
How about jamming a nail into your shoulder, into your nerve, and let it shoot down your arm?
A hot fork, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the other one.
Nice run after catch, by the way, on the catch by Glenn Gibbons. He is able to turn that into a first down. Broke a tackle, got out there to just a yard shy of midfield. It'll be first down for Northern Arizona.
The other one is, it's a little turf toe.
Turf toe?
Yeah, turf. How could he miss a game because of turf toe? It's turf toe. I had turf toe. And what it literally is you take a stake and you hammer it into the joint of your big toe. And then they ask you to push 300-pound dudes off the line of scrimmage and say, deal with it. That's what turf toe is. Floyd, you are a magician with words. Come up with better terms than that.
Okay, all right, I'll think about it.
Think about it. Maybe next week come back and go, I got two different words for you. No longer I'm going to use stinger. I'm not going to use turf toe.
I'll give you a couple to choose from. No turf toe. You don't want the turf toe.
I've had it.
You don't like it.
I've had both.
It doesn't speak to the intensity of it, does it?
Right. It does not speak to the severity of the pain you feel while it's going on.
Second down play, 2nd and 10 for the Wranglers. Kettle puts them in motion to the line. And Garrett Kettle fires over the middle. Nice pass, nice catch. Short of a first down.
He's going to take it all the way. I was just talking up the special teams, and what happens? How do you let a guy just run straight down the sideline?
Panthers after a sheer first in the Western Conference. Looking to pin the first loss on the Fighters. Snead lets it go. That's Haywood on the receiving end.
Garrett Kettle after the pass there, 8 of 15 for 89 yards, pair of touchdowns, but 3 interceptions is the stat to look at.
12-yard line is where the Storm will take over, and if you're Lorenzo Brown, you're a 35-year-old veteran, you'll take it every time. Under pressure, he escapes, and then he's going to be taken down against the boards hard. A lot of guys going into the boards there. It'll be no gain.
Fourth period. Run the option with Snead. Dalton pitches to Rankin. Justin stays with those legs churning. Clock will continue to move to the 1-minute warning when the timing rules change. -1.
Back to the Rattler 23-yard line. Third down. And a long 6 or a short 7. Call it whichever you'd like. Kettle. Pressure. And he goes down. Straight up the middle. Cecil Cherry, the guy that got to him first.
Well, that's just a simple.
One more score could put this one away. Dalton keeps it himself. Squirts to about the 17-yard line. Clock continues.
There to help, and in the end, both of those guys got in on the sack. Cherry leading the way. Here's a pass caught, and that'll be touchdown points off a touchdown for Northern Arizona. Ramad, Chico.
Just say it.
Here we go.
Stopping now for the penalty. Now it'll start running. O'Reilly Chevrolet, our broadcast presenting sponsor. Sure Skulls defense trying to come big here. Brown fires complete and breaking a tackle and powering his way to the end zone is Thurness, and the lead cut down again, Jay.
It is. And,
Snead lets it go. Pass caught for a first down. Nye Jackson. Big catch. Will move the chains.
Big catch by the big receiver running a little in route here. Dalton Snead stands tall, nobody to block. They bring pressure. But again, when you know a defense is going to play man-to-man, it's just simple as pitch and catch.
All about the 209 down the stretch with Haywood and Jackson on the receiving end, Stockton receivers.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why they're here. They're local, even though they're about an hour away. They're local. They love playing here. They love being at home, and it's showing tonight.
Final 85 seconds of the fourth period. Pitch to Rankin. Justin to the end zone. No! Ball comes loose. It's a live ball recovered by Jackson. Touchdown!
I guarantee you're going to get a red flag right here. Coach Back is already looking at his playbook to see if Jackson was out of bounds when he got that ball. This is going to be challenged. Great job by Jackson staying alive. This DL is going to be a situation like last week. If he challenged it, here comes the flag, he's going to challenge that he was out of bounds, and then Coach Wooten will challenge that Rankin didn't fumble. This is going to be interesting here in the last minute.
So challenge number 1.
On the field, the touchdown is being challenged. Plays under further review.
And Billy Back has to do this.
Got to. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance. And also, he's in a tough situation because you're looking at that iPad to see what it was, and you want to see, do you want to challenge, did Rankin fumble? But you can only get one, so you got to pick and choose. Like, if Rankin didn't fumble.
The other way. Hold on, guys. You got the chains wrong. Nope, we're going the other way. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Hold on.
Yeah, the refs got it.
Oh.
we got. They're volunteer guys.
They're volunteers, and they've been doing a terrific job tonight.
And it's a new crew every week. I think they go to the schools and they get guys to come in and do this.
Yeah.
And so these guys,
got it right now.
They're learning.
With the left hand is in balance. I think it is.
It is. You can see the shadow, and then the ball doesn't move. So this is going to be a Bay Area touchdown.
Yeah, Dixie and Keith bump fist. They feel pretty good about this.
Yeah, this should be a quick call here. Now we're looking at replay. I don't know if they have the different one in real time or things like that, but it looked like there was a shadow in between Jackson's left hand and the white end line.
Billy Back on the verge of suffering his first loss on the year.
Yeah, he was on the verge last week of getting it, and then eked it out. And here, unless a miracle can happen, it's going to take a lot of work for them to pull this one out.
Now it's Rankin down.
See,
heck, Justin very well could have been down.
See, and that's what I don't know if Coach Back, what did he challenge? Because looking at the replay here, he's down. His back is on the ground. Ball comes out late. You can't cause it. So I don't know if the referee can overturn that and say he's down, or the ball was moving, and if it was, perfect Bay Area touchdown. But you can call him down here as well.
Now on the challenge, does the coach have to pick one of the two things? Or can it just be everything? Hey, he was down, and if he did have to be ruled down, the fumble was out of bounds.
Well, I heard
So we got a double box here, Northern Arizona and Arizona. That game is coming to an end. Arizona with a big win at home, 60-34 as they are in victory formation. They improved to 4-4. Now they are just a game back of the 5-3 top team in the West, the Northern Arizona Wranglers. We have just a minute left between Bay Area and Frisco. There is a review going on. They're trying to determine if Justin Rankin, the Bay Area running back, fumbled before getting into the end zone or not, or if he was down before getting to the end zone and fumbled, because the fumble was picked up by the Panthers for a touchdown. That score is currently 62-47, but that might change pending the review. It's also 49-36 between Tucson and Sioux Falls, and currently Vegas leads Tulsa 33-22 in the third quarter.
Taken a lot more than I thought. I mean, I thought you and I saw clearly recovery, and this goes back to are they now looking at was ranking down, which, if he was, benefits Bay Area because you can run off some more time on the clock.
This time he hands it off to Ben Jones, and Jones is able to get a few, but that'll bring up fourth down, and they do burn their final timeout due to the Sioux Falls Storm. So the game kind of
so long. I think that they're determining he was down, because if he's not down, it's a touchdown. The ball doesn't seem to be moving there. He's down. Back's on the ground. I think that's going to be Bay Area ball on the half-yard line.
With a minute left.
After review, It has been determined that the runner was down, controlling the ball with his shoulder at the 1 yard line. At the 1 yard line, bury a ball.
1 minute left, but the Panthers are in great shape. Touchdown comes off the board, but they're still leading by 9 and in great shape to shock the Frisco Fighters.
He's using his timeouts on this possession. Curtis knows he's got to try and get this first down and get into the end zone.
4th down and 4 will be the official yardage here at the 7-yard line of the Storm. Sugar Skulls trying to get this first down and salt this game away. Atkins. Oh, it's going to be a false start.
Jump.
That's a false start.
Yep.
And Hurtis none too happy about it. Does that change your mind at all? I don't think it does.
No, because you're backing up. It's a longer field goal. I think he's still gonna try and get this.
Yeah. Got a new
offense, number 19.
Let's take a look at the scoreboard here. So we're starting to get some more final scores rolling in. We had 63-49, Massachusetts defeating Quad City to start the night. Green Bay defended home turf against Iowa 57-41. We had a final score as Arizona took down Northern Arizona 60-34. It's 49-36 between Tucson and Sioux Falls as that game has 2.5 minutes left. Bay Area leads the undefeated Frisco Fighters, maybe not for long, 56-47. Bay Area's on the 1 yard line, and Vegas currently leads 33-22. And there's another touchdown here in Tucson.
Throw by Ramon Atkins. He just knows he's got the tallest guy in the end zone. Just toss it up and let Carrington Thompson go get that. Beautiful call, beautiful throw, beautiful execution by Atkins, by Carrington Thompson, and certainly by Hurtis Chin for making that call.
And that's a 4th down play, none bigger this season for the Sugar Skulls than that touchdown catch.
Yep, absolutely, and that gives the Sugar Skulls their highest scoring game all year long. They've beaten the 54 when they beat the Rattlers earlier this year. That's 56 points.
Well, they go up by 20 with 2:21 to go. And the Sugar Skulls got to be happy about all that transpiring. You get a little nervous, 4th down and long there, Jay. 4th and 9, and then, you know what?
Run the pitch to Rankin. Justin cuts it back. Sneed the lead blocker. Rankin, touchdown, number 4.
How many times do we say it? Go left, cut back right. That should actually be in the playbook. You just pitch it left and let Rankin do the rest.
Scorching his former team with 4 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, and here, I mean, it's just you're over pursuing from the backside. You're never going to make that play. You're supposed to stay there. He does a great job of sticking it in the dirt, coming back, and then he gets his shoulders north and south and able to go in without being tackled.
We got to see that Sneed block again. Dalton as the quarterback, always willing to sacrifice for the team, now going for 2. Already up 15. Sneed for 2, going for Jackson, and incomplete.
We got the try box here with our middle games essentially decided as Bay Area tacks on another touchdown there. Justin Rankin, his 4th of the night to make it 62-47 Bay Area against his former team, the Frisco Fighters, who are now looking at their first loss of the season.